Good morning, guys. We want to welcome you this morning to McAllister's here in Pearl. We're doing a re-grand opening after a great renovation y'all done here. I'm sure we have the same location, same great service, but a whole new look. Well, at this time, what we'd like to do is kind of give you the mic, let you promote your business, and tell us what you've done here. Okay?
All right, sounds good. Well, I'm Wally Deere.
Nope.
You ready?
Nope.
Area Director for McAllister's. We are excited you guys came today. We're excited to continue to invest in Pearl. Pearl's a great community for us. I'm a Pearl High graduate myself, so I enjoy being in Pearl. I've been McAllister's 23 years. So one of the first things we did was we brought our new self-serve bar back to McAllister's Pearl. It's one of the first ones we've done. So we have to, being a company restaurant, we have to test products and test systems for our franchise community, right, to make sure they work. So we chose Pearl to invest in to try this to see what it does, and I think it's been a success. So you guys get to try it out later. I got you a cup right over there. You can walk over there, fix your drink, and help yourself, all right? Just a minute, though. But we're always excited to be here and glad you came. And that's just one of the things we focused on. The menu's still great. We're always changing. Every quarter something new comes out. So come by and see us. We really appreciate you guys.
Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB Sports is prohibited.
Friday nights mean one thing in Mississippi: high school football. You've got a 50-yard line seat to the 6A powerhouse Pearl Pirates right here on PMB Sports. Now, batten down the hatches and hoist the colors. The Sky Family Dental Pirate Pregame Show starts now.
Well, good evening, Pirate Nation, and welcome to the Pine Belt, where tonight the Pirates have traveled south to Oak Grove in what is going to be a pivotal playoff game. Basically, I think the playoffs start tonight for us. So I'm Greg Flynn, Bryant May here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show, and the magnitude of this, Bryant, not lost on anybody.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It's a must-win time now for the Pirates over the next couple of games if we get ready for any chance at the playoffs after a tough loss last week at home in the Rankin County Super Bowl to the Brandon Bulldogs. So the question tonight, even as you and I were talking on the way down, will we see the first half Pirates from last week, or will we see the second half Pirates? Will we be the Pirates of the Pine Belt? Our one region win came just up the road here against the Petal Panthers. Can we do it tonight against the Oak Grove Warriors?
Well, the good news for Pirate fans, we're undefeated on the road this year.
Yeah, Pirates like the road, apparently. And we'll see tonight a little bit more of a formidable opponent in the Oak Grove Warriors. They come into tonight 7-1, 2-1 in region play. Their one loss is against those Brandon Bulldogs, but that loss happened right here on this turf at Oak Grove High School.
We hope for a repeat of that tonight. We're going to take a look at the region standings and give you guys a look at exactly where we stand. It's hard to believe that the way Pearl started, that we're fighting for our playoff lives, but right now, if the playoffs started today, we would be out because the top 4 teams in the region will make it. The bottom 2 will be left out. This is a look at where we stand tonight, and on the right are the remaining games for each of those teams. So Brandon, they're in the driver's seat. They've pretty much clinched with their win over Oak Grove. They're going to be the number 1 seed. They're going to get to host a playoff game. If Pearl can pull off the upset tonight, all of a sudden they're now tied with Oak Grove, having tiebreaker over them. So we will have the opportunity, with a win tonight, to stay in the running for the 2 seed and a home playoff game. But you see Meridian is playing at Brandon tonight. We'll keep you up to date on that. That's a huge contest for us. Believe it or not, we're rooting for the Bulldogs tonight because you want them to beat Meridian in the worst way to give us the opportunity. Northwest Rankin, they're just down the road at Petal. That could be a very close contest. Remember, we lose tiebreaker to Northwest Rankin because we suffered that loss to them. The only thing that I think is pretty much decided is that Petal's not making the playoffs and Brandon's going to be the number 1 seed. Everybody else, good luck.
Yeah, it's always at this point in the season, there's mathematical formulas and all sorts of crazy stuff going into there, but you got to play football for the next 2 weeks, and as you and I even were talking on the way down, there's no easy games anymore in Region 3 7A football. Top 24 teams, largest 24 schools in the state of Mississippi, and every week it's big boy football, and this week no different. And Oak Grove has a lot of warriors that they walk out onto or a lot of great ball players that they walk out onto the field tonight.
They have warriors.
They do have warriors. That is who they are.
For sure.
And that starts with the quarterback. A.J. Maddox feels like he's been there for about 27 years.
Yes.
A.J. comes into tonight as a Texas A&M commit, 1,703 yards passing, 21 touchdowns to only 3 interceptions. He's also run for 2 touchdowns, and he's 6'2", and he looks every bit as good as those stats are.
He's going to be a challenge for our defense because he's mobile. So if they get him flushed out of the pocket, that's great because he's not going to throw it, but he can really take off with the football. He's just very, very impressive. You know, I don't want to say you're going to enjoy watching him tonight, but there's 2 players in particular tonight that you're going to see playing on SEC Saturdays next year. You have Maddox, and then you have Mr. P.J. Woodland.
Yeah, P.J. Woodland, and he can be a problem real fast. He goes both ways, wide receiver, defensive back. P.J.'s numbers, 614 yards receiving offensively, 6 touchdowns offensively. But how about this? Defensively, 5 interceptions through 8 games this year. That's really, really good on the high school level. And he's a guy, as we were talking to some of their broadcasters, he's made a change even this week in his Division I commitment.
Yeah, he was committed to Mississippi State, and Bulldog fans, sorry about this one. He decommitted from State, and he has decided he is going to go play at LSU.
Yeah.
Not far away.
They fed out some pretty good defensive backs, I believe, across the years, and P.J. Woodland has a chance to
so
be
watch
that
out for
as
him,
well.
number 11.
That's right. Also, number 4, Damari Jefferson. He's got 382 yards receiving. And then number 6, Taj Burkett. He is an athlete. He does a little bit of everything. 312 yards receiving, 347 yards rushing, and a whole ton of touchdowns. This is a team that comes in averaging 40 points a game, the highest scoring offense that we've seen all season long. So this Pearl Pirate defense will be up to the test tonight on the road.
It's the most challenging, balanced offense we've seen. Brandon, we shut down their running game last week. Great. Nate Blunt got 50 yards, I think, but then they went to the pass. These guys can kill you both ways, and, you know, we had to double-check the numbers because they say Burkett had 22 total touchdowns. I don't know if that's accurate. It's what their stats said, but number 6, be on the lookout for him. And then, hey, their running back number 7, Kylan Champagne, he's no slouch either, with 670 yards rushing, and he's got 9 touchdowns. Just points all over the board. It'll be a stiff test for our defense this week. Yeah, and Drew Causey's defense not too shabby either. You're going to hear Malachi Henderson a lot tonight. He leads the team, 95 tackles, 5 of those for a loss. 93, Caleb Moore's the defensive lineman, 250 pounds. He's got 7 sacks and 12 tackles for loss. Oh, yeah, and then there's Andrew Maddox, number 95, standing at 6'4", 290 pounds in the middle of that defensive line. There's just a plethora. Wait a minute. 6'4".
290 pounds, yeah.
And he is the brother of quarterback A.J. Maddox.
Yeah, 54 tackles for him, 6 tackles for loss. There's just athletes all over the field. There has been for a number of years for Oak Grove. They play deep into the playoffs every single year. And so Pearl will be up to a tall test tonight. We'll see what the Pirates can do down here in the Pine Belt.
All right, we will step aside here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show. When we come back, the spotlight will be on our offense and who's going to need to shine tonight if we're going to walk out of this place with a win. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Sky Family Dental, where our mission is to provide the finest care available. Here at Sky Family Dental, we strive to help patients live healthier lives. We provide a caring, nurturing environment where your comfort and health is of primary importance. Our staff is dedicated to providing you with a pleasant visit and results that you're proud to show off. We provide all services, including dental exams, child dentistry, dental fillings or implants, tooth extractions, and more. See us at Sky Family Dental, and a bright, healthy smile can be yours.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team.
To me, our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Pregame show. Greg Flynn and Bryant May with you. It is homecoming here at Petal, and they're in the middle of their festivities right now, which threw pregame off just a little bit. The third member of our crew, Professor Roy Harper, is with us, and he is standing by with head coach Justin Hunter.
Hey guys, I'm here with Coach Hunter. Coach, what's the feeling coming in tonight with the players, with the coaches? Just tell me the overall feeling right now.
Yeah, no, we had a really good week of practice. There's a lot still riding on the next two games for us as far as playoffs, as far as playoff positioning. You know, we got to try to find a way to win the next two games. Obviously, you only take one game at a time, but our message all week is we can still have a home playoff game. That's our number one goal. You know, is trying to find a way to come down here, play a really good Oak Grove team. We had a really good week of practice. I think we're prepared. I think the kids are ready to go. You know, but we have to control what we can control, and that's how well we play, and make sure we play full of emotion and not emotional.
All right, well, last week, completely different team from first half to second half. You talked to your teams about focus, thinking about other things other than the game. Do you think that they have their mindset tonight and are ready to focus? Because I believe that if we do focus and play like we did that first half, we'll come out of here with the W.
Ain't no doubt, and that's what we talked about. Just going back to kind of what you said, like in the first half of last week. I mean, we knew it was going to be an emotional game, but we talked about playing with emotion. We played the first half with emotion, controlled emotion. And in the second half, we let factors outside our control make us play emotional. And that's where not necessarily that's where some of the penalties came from. That's where some of the lack of focus. We got a little too caught up in what all was going on instead of playing football. You know, so we have to make sure again. We have to make sure tonight that we are extremely focused, one play at a time. You know, everybody do your job, because we understand what to do. We understand what they're trying to do. They're a good football team. We think we're a good football team, you know. So, yes, we have our hands full, but we still haven't played four quarters of football. We think we played two really good quarters last week. We're hoping tonight we play all four quarters, though.
Well, have you noticed anything on video that you could exploit with them? Defensively, have you seen anything that we could exploit maybe with our running game, or even Jack on maybe some short passes and trying to break something big?
Right. Well, defensively, you know, for the last several years, they've been a five-man front, cover zero, which means they're playing man straight across the board, zero help. They have got a little bit away from that this year, playing a little bit of an even front, 4-3 with a little help. They're really good, have two really good defensive linemen that, you know, have offers from all over the place. A couple guys in the secondary have a lot of offers and things. But we do think we have a really good plan, whether they come out in even front or an odd front. We've got the kids prepared for both of it. You know, and we have on our call sheets what we like against this look, what we like against this look. And we've been very strategic and very planned it very carefully, depending on what kind of front we get. So they're always going to start with the guys in the box. We're trying to make it as easy on our offensive line as possible. And obviously our guys out wide got to make football plays.
All right. All right, Coach. Well, I'm looking forward to an exciting game, great game, and getting out of here with the W.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank you. All right, guys, y'all hear it from Coach Hunter himself.
All right, Roy, we'll get back down to you in just a moment. We're going to take a look now as Coach Hunter was giving us the pretty good game plan about their defense. May give us a little bit more running lanes, running a 4-3. But tonight, our spotlight, well, it's going to have to be on our sophomore quarterback once again. It is Jack Durr. We need him to play a good game, and he's not a sophomore anymore. Last year we said he's not a freshman anymore after he played this deep into the season. He's not a sophomore anymore.
Yeah, he's been forced to grow up quickly, and he's done a great job of that. Obviously, we've all had moments. Nobody plays to perfection, but Jack has had a stellar sophomore season through 8 games, 1,490 passing yards, 12 touchdowns, and I think where he catches many people by surprise, and hopefully he can do that to the Warriors tonight, is his rushing attack. 551 yards on the ground and 11 rushing touchdowns. So Jack accounting for 23 total touchdowns. So the way that Jack goes is always the way that the Pearl Pirate offense goes. And so we come into tonight averaging right at 32, 33 points a game. You would think we are going to have to for sure get to that 32, 33, and maybe a little more if we're going to slow down and try to overcome this very powerful Oak Grove offense.
Well, we've got a very talented, powerful offense of our own. And taking a look at the rest of the starters tonight, these guys, they can make it happen.
That's exactly right. Antoine Shoto, the running back for the Pearl Pirates, 592 yards on the season for Shoto, 3 touchdowns. We'll also see a good bit of TJ McKenzie and some Ben Alexander mixed in as well. Kenji McNair, he's the go-to guy on the outside. The junior wide receiver leads the team with 649 yards receiving, 6 touchdowns, and an 18-yard reception average. Marquell Lake and Shaden McCollum, the other 2 weapons that Jack Durr will have on the outside to work with. Lake, the junior, and McCollum, the senior. Lake with 2 touchdowns and McCollum with 3. Jordan Butler, would like to see him get into the mix a little bit more tonight, playing that tight end, kind of halfback position. He's a junior wearing number 88. We're also seeing Caston Channel get in there a good bit at that halfback to help open up holes for the running game. The offensive line going to be really big tonight, playing against Caleb Moore and Andrew Maddox. We're going to need all of these guys to open up holes and protect Captain Jack. Takofa Lewis, the senior leader, wearing number 51. DJ Page, the other senior on that front, wearing number 53. And then Bryce Cole, number 56, the junior. Lane King, 52, the junior. And number 64, Reed Taylor, the young man of the bunch. He's only a sophomore, and they'll get to try to slow down that athletic front from the Warriors.
We're going to need to score points, and we're going to need to score a lot of them, I think, tonight.
Yep.
We're going to keep our fingers crossed. All right, when we continue here on the Sky Family Dental Pregame Show, we'll look at the defense, which will be tasked with slowing down the Warriors, which not a lot of folks have been able to do to this point. Stay with us. We'll be back right after this.
Welcome to Sky Family Dental, where our mission is to provide the finest care available. Here at Sky Family Dental, we strive to help patients live healthier lives. We provide a caring, nurturing environment where your comfort and health is of primary importance. Our staff is dedicated to providing you with a pleasant visit and results that you're proud to show off. We provide all services, including dental exams, child dentistry, dental fillings or implants, tooth extractions, and more. See us at Sky Family Dental, and a bright, healthy smile can be yours.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Merit Health.
For the best brands at the best prices every day, shop the Outlets of Mississippi, located at the intersection of I-20 and I-55.
Welcome back to Oak Grove High School. Greg Flynn and Bryant May here with you on the Sky Family Dental pregame show as we count you down to kickoff in just about 10 minutes between the Pirates and these big bad Oak Grove Warriors. Bryant, it's time to look at our defense, and why not? We're going to need our best senior to step up tonight.
Yeah, Ken Mangum has been the man in the middle, and again, never forget, this is a guy who converted from running back. He started his career here at Pearl as a running back, and now he's become the senior leader in the middle of that defense, wearing number 28. 82 tackles through 8 games for Ken Mangum. He leads the team, and that's not a misprint. 29 tackles for loss for Ken Mangum. He has 2 sacks on the senior season and 3 fumbles recovered as well, or excuse me, 3 caused fumbles, and 1 of those recovered as well. So Ken Mangum going to be a big guy tonight, whether that is spying A.J. Maddox for Oak Grove or slowing down the running game, or perhaps even covering a running back that breaks out of the backfield, goes out for a pass. He's going to have to do a little bit of everything for the Pirates tonight.
All right, let's take a look at the rest of the defensive starters as, again, top to bottom, lots of talent. We're just going to need those last ones you're going to talk about to really step up.
Yeah, this is a defense that comes in giving up 22 points a game on the season. Last week was the most difficult one as we gave up over 30 to Brandon for the first time. Demario Ragsdale is one of the leaders there. He's the senior on that defensive front. Gabe Valero has also stepped in the last few games and done a fantastic job. He wears number 45. Tyler Jenkins, the man who's emerged on the scene this year, who's only a junior, 52 tackles, 19 tackles for loss, and a blocked field goal. He's a special teams difference maker. Kim Hewitt, the biggest guy on the front, he wears 99 for a reason. 17 tackles for loss for Mr. Hewitt and 2 sacks on the season. Trey Schaefer, the other veteran of that bunch, number 10, the senior, 63 tackles on his senior season and 14 tackles for loss. The other linebackers to support Ken Mangum, number 12, Caleb Arterberry, quite the athlete. He wears number 12, a junior, 78 tackles, 16 tackles for loss, and Kavion Freeman, the senior, who's also the leader right next to Ken Mangum. Kavion, 15 tackles for loss through only 5 games as he bounces back from injury. We'll also see Devon Draper work into the mix. He's number 14 and a senior. These guys going to have a tall task. The secondary, as you referred to it, Greg, number 5, Antonio McFarland, number 9, Omarius Johnson, number 7, Jaden Thompson, and number 20, Evan Williams. All of those guys are juniors, and they are going to have the task of slowing down P.J. Woodland, Damari Jefferson, and A.J. Maddox in this Oak Grove Warrior passing game that comes in averaging 40 points a contest.
So we talked about Oak Grove, we talked about our offense, we talked about our defense. Let's show you what we believe are the keys to victory tonight for your Pearl Pirates. If they can do these 3 things, we should leave with a win. First on offense, just be quick. Don't take time. You got to pass it quick. You got to run it quick, hit the hole.
Yeah, we have been victim to holding on to the football or maybe being even a little indecisive in the read option run game. Tonight, you can't do that against the Oak Grove Warriors and the athletes that they'll roll onto the field on the defensive side of things. You got to make decisions quick and get it out quick. If it's not there, let's throw it away and play the next down.
On defense, we must get pressure on quarterback A.J. Maddox.
Yeah.
It's just something we didn't do last week against Landon Barnes. We've got to find a way to not let him just sit back there.
Yeah, those front 7 for the Pearl Pirate defense done a great job of slowing down the running game. Tonight we've got to go to the next level, which is affect A.J. Maddox. We cannot let him be comfortable in the pocket and pick us apart in the passing game.
Now, one thing before we move on to the overall. Last week, Brandon was passing out of the heavy set. And so we thought they were running. It was bunched. We couldn't get any lanes to rush the quarterback. Oak Grove is going to spread it out a little bit more tonight, which our defensive line believes they're going to be able to see some gaps to be able to get back there and get some pressure on Maddox. So look out for that tonight. Overall, continue to be road warriors and simply find a way.
That's right. Pirates undefeated on the road this season. Those 2 losses both came at home against Northwest Rankin and Brandon. We are undefeated on the road. We're also undefeated, Greg Flynn, in region play in the Pine Belt. We have won that 1 game against Petal. We'll see if we can march a little over across the county and defeat the Warriors tonight. And it's been the theme all year long. Find a way. And if you're going to win a game tonight against a really talented Oak Grove team, you're going to have to do what you can to find a way.
All right, a very cool spectacle. The cheerleaders here are about to unfurl a giant American flag as we have our national anthem. So let's let you listen in to the Warrior Band.
All right, Warrior fans, let's join the band.
Marching band and the cheer and dance squad with their, that's pretty cool. That's a giant American flag. All right, we're going to step aside one final time here on the Sky Family Dental pregame show. When we come back, we'll have you set for the Trustmark Bank coin toss. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Sky Family Dental, where our mission is to provide the finest care available. Here at Sky Family Dental, we strive to help patients live healthier lives. We provide a caring, nurturing environment where your comfort and health is of primary importance. Our staff is dedicated to providing you with a pleasant visit and results that you're proud to show off. We provide all services, including dental exams, child dentistry, dental fillings or implants, tooth extractions, and more. See us at Sky Family Dental, and a bright, healthy smile can be yours.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
We're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here, and here. And we're with you here, and here. Wherever, whenever you need us. We make our banking decisions right here because local means more than a location. It means a commitment to deliver more for our customers and our communities. Your bank, your plus, Bank Plus.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The captains have emerged for the coin toss, and let's send it down to Roy Harper. He's got a mic in down there, and we'll hear how this one goes. Roy, you can also fill us in on our captains that we have down there.
Well, I see TJ's down here.
TJ McKenzie.
And, Gabe Valero.
DeMario Rexdale.
And Mason Morgino, is that right?
Yeah.
Not doing anything bad, you understand me? So what we're going to do is we're going to call y'all gray, we'll call y'all white. I want you to talk to your team, I want you to talk to your team tonight, you understand that? If you make a good hit, I want you to say, hey, good job, we'll come back and we'll keep playing football, okay? We're not going to get into all this stuff, we're going to play football tonight, you understand that? Y'all got stuff online to play with, y'all got stuff to play with, okay? So with captains, here's a coin, that's going to be heads, that's tails. We've already flipped it. I'm going to flip it again. Y'all call tails. Y'all won the toss. You're going to receive. You're going to kick from the clock. So put your back over there. Gentlemen, I'll put your back over here.
Oh. All right, guys. We won the toss. And we're going to take the ball first and go ahead and get on the scoreboard, start this game off.
All right. Hey, Roy, one second. We just want to make sure that we get this right. It was 38 was a captain down there, right? Not 30?
Correct, 38.
Yep. All right, so 38. Clayton Bruce, a senior as well. Don't want to The Pirates tonight, they're making it challenging on us as we're high atop the Pine Belt. I think we can see Pearl from here. And they're wearing their white jerseys with those gold numbers that kind of blend in. They obviously did not take us into account when picking tonight's uniform combination. So we will do our best sometimes to pick out some of these numbers. Pirates have taken refuge in the west end zone. Oak Grove has come out in the east.
Yeah, and these uniforms, I tell you, when you see them, they look beautiful. They're great. We have them for a volleyball white with the gold numbers outlined in blue. But when you're looking at it from a distance, you can't tell jack.
No, it's blessed. Maybe if they had these outlined in blue. But here come the Warriors. They're coming onto the field. And the Pirates about to enter. And here they come. Batten down the hatches, everybody. Pirates, Warriors is next.
Are you ready?
Coach Hunter shaking things up a bit as we will receive the kickoff as we welcome you into Oak Grove High School. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, Roy Harper with you for this key region game that the Pirates are looking for a massive upset tonight. Kicking off for the Warriors is number 16, Luke Stewart, who has got a cannon for a leg. And he's going to pooch this one down. Taken in at the 10 by Kinji. And he's going to get it out close to the 30-yard line. Brian, we watched pregame as Stewart was booting 50-yard field goals like it was nothing.
Yeah. He is a experienced veteran, and he's showing that here for Drew Causey's Oak Grove Warriors team. And they come in tonight 7-1. Warriors 2-1 in region play. The Pirates 6-2 overall, 1-2 in region play. Two big games facing the Pirates as they close out the 2023 season and try to make a bid for the playoffs coming out of Region 3 7A.
Looks like TJ McKenzie starting as the back, I believe. And we're going to get whistles and an inauspicious start.
Yeah, we had a false start on us. Kenji got a little quick on the snap.
So that Havard Real Estate Group penalty will back us up 5 yards.
Not the way you wanted to start offensively. Pirates with 10 penalties last week in the loss to the Brandon Bulldogs. We'll take a look real quick at the offensive starters. Jack Durr starting at quarterback, the sophomore. TJ McKenzie, the starting running back. Kenji McNair, Marquell Lake, and Shaden McCollum, your wide receivers. Jordan Butler, the tight end. Tacopa Lewis, DJ Page, Bryce Cole, Lane King, and Reed Taylor, your starting offensive lineman.
First play, Jack will look to throw. And overthrows. Good coverage over there. Double coverage, actually, on Kinji.
I think that,
or was that
that was Shaden McCollum, the guy who is the intended wide receiver. He's covered by the LSU commit, the brand new commit, sliding over from Mississippi State. PJ Woodland, we're going to call his name a lot tonight. He goes both ways, 5'11", 168. He's a senior, and he is an athlete.
So 2nd down and 15 for the Pirates. Jack going to do another quick throw, looking for Marquell, and that was lucky not to be picked off. Marquell went inside. That ball was a little behind him, and he batted that up, Brian.
He sure did, and number 20, Dion Barber, the senior defensive back, was right there and almost able to pick that one off as that ball thrown just a little bit behind Marquell Lake on that little slant route, and the Pirates already facing a 3rd and long here deep in Oak Grove Warrior, deep in their own territory.
So Marquell Lake, when they wear these white jerseys, he's number 0 tonight. Durr back to pass.
Come on, Jack. Come on,
He's
Jack.
pressured,
Get
and
rid
he's
of
going to
it.
get sacked back at the 9-yard line.
That is that Oak Grove Warrior experienced and very athletic front, but that time it was a blitzing cornerback, Dion Barber. The senior cornerback came on a blitz here from the near side, and Jack was forced out of the pocket, didn't really have anywhere to go, and even Jack being fleet of foot, unable to get that ball away. And it looks like Kenji McNair will be our opening punter for the night, and Oak Grove going to have great field position to start.
We're going to need a big kick and a roll here from Kenji, which he is good at. Gets one away. Good kick. It's going to bounce, and let's see if it takes a big hop. No, it checked up. Just did check up on him. It's going to be at the 46-yard line is where Oak Grove will start off in their own territory. And now the Pirate defense, which has been the strength of this team throughout the season, is going to have to rise up.
44 yards on the Kenji McNair opening punt. DeMario Ragsdale, Tyler Jenkins, Cam Hewitt, and Trey Schaefer, your starting defensive line. Ken Mangum, Caleb Arterberry, Kavion Freeman, your starting linebackers. And the secondary with a tall task tonight against A.J. Maddox and this Oak Grove Warrior offense. Antonio McFarland, Omarius Johnson, Jaden Thompson, and Evan Williams.
A.J. Maddox leading this offense out of the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's going to pull it, and he's going to run. A lot of room up the middle. He will slide down short of the first down. They'll put it back where he began that slide, but it will be in Pirate territory at the 47-yard line. It'll be a 2nd down and 3.
A.J. Maddox, the Texas A&M commit, over 1,700 yards through the air passing, 21 touchdowns and only 3 picks. He is fleet of foot, but he will not run unless he's really forced to. Only 129 yards rushing on the season, but as you see, he can get out and go right there on first down.
This time he's looking, no pressure, throws it. He's got a man wide open, and it looked like that ball might have come out. Roy, did that ball come out?
He had his back to me, but the way he moved, the ball did come out, but the ref is saying that he did make the catch, so I don't know if he re-grabbed it on the bounce or if it never hit the ground.
Well, it will be a first down for Oak Grove now at the 11-yard line of the Pirates.
I will say the referee had the best view of anybody in the whole stadium as he was about 7 yards away from him. That was P.J. Woodland on the reception, and he's the guy you got to look out for. The LSU commit, 614 yards receiving on the season and 6 receiving touchdowns.
P.J. just flipped his commitment from Mississippi State to LSU this week. So 1st and 10 from the 11. Maddox going to keep it, looking. He's pressured this time, and the Pirates are going to swallow him up as Gabe Valero will come in.
Initial pressure that time by Trey Schaefer and Caleb Arterberry. They forced Maddox back to the inside, and Gabe Valero made the most of that and records the first sack of the game for the Pirates. A big stop there on first down after the long passing play.
So a loss of 3 on the play. Bring up 2nd down and 14. There's a run up the middle, too easy, into the second level, and into the end zone for a touchdown.
That's number 7, the junior running back for the Oak Grove Warriors, Kylan Champagne, who from 15 yards out gashed that Pirate defense right up the middle and then kind of catapulted over a tackler there into the end zone. And just like that, with 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Oak Grove strikes first.
Luke Stewart out for the extra point attempt. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it is good. 9 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 7-0, Oak Grove.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee?
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank.
Well, not the start the Pirates were looking for, a 3 and out, and then Oak Grove comes right down the field and scores. Our offense will get a second opportunity, but pretty bad start.
Yeah, 40 points a game again, what Oak Grove comes in averaging. Their one loss this season right here on this turf a couple of weeks ago against the Brandon Bulldogs, right before we saw Brandon last week. But a very, very talented Oak Grove Warrior squad, and they have been for the last handful of years that Drew Causey has been leading down here in the Pine Belt.
There's the Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau insurance kick, and there is Stewart showing off that big leg as it flies out of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, I don't think there will be a whole lot of kickoff returns tonight as Luke Stewart kicked that one to pedal.
So here comes the offense. Looking for something positive this time.
Everything on that first drive was a passing attempt, so yet to see the Pirates try to put the ball on the ground. Looks like it will be Shoto, I believe. Still so hard to tell with those numbers so far away.
Well, we will run the football. Driving forward for maybe a yard. And that is indeed Antoine Shoto, number 6.
Shoto comes into tonight, 592 yards on his junior campaign, 3 touchdowns. Also been sharing some time with the senior TJ McKenzie and Ben Alexander.
So 2nd down and 9. Jordan Butler shifts over. Jack will hand this ball to Shoto, and he's out to the outside. We're going to get a flag, I think, on an illegal block downfield. But a nice run by Antoine. We will check the marker.
Yeah,
it is going to be a hold.
Yeah, I believe that was one of those read option plays, and Jack read that one perfectly, gave it to Shoto, but I believe they're going to get, we're going to go with hold or block in the back. Yep, it's going to be a hold, and I think Shade McCollum going to be the guy who was whistled for that one on the outside.
So it was a penalty that will take us right back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 2nd down and 9 because it was so far downfield after Shoto had picked up a first down. So 2nd down and 9. Jack throwing into the flat. He's got his man. Spinning past the 30, out to the 35, and pushed out of bounds will be Markwell Lake, lucky number 0.
Pretty good ball from Jack Durr, good velocity on that one, and Markwell climbed the ladder to go up and get it. And then great job of holding on to it and showing you his elusiveness as he's shown us all throughout this season. A big Pirate first down, first of the night.
So Renaissance Bank moves the chains for us. On first down, Jack on the keeper. Will push forward for almost 2 yards.
That time reading it again, and Jack decided to keep it, try to go right up the gut. 551 yards rushing on the season for Jack Durr. And you got to remember, in high school, sack yardage is deducted from your rushing total, so Jack's run for a lot more than that.
2nd down and 8. Jack give the ball off into the 2nd level. Goes Shoto. He will cross the 40 out to the 42-yard line. That'll bring up a Pearl Pool 3rd down and 3.
Great job by that offensive line opening up holes for Shoto in the running game, that time running right behind DJ Page.
Oak Grove showing a 4-3 front. They will sit back. Jack will keep it. He'll bust through that line and gets us a first down at midfield.
Great read by the sophomore, Captain Jack, who continues to grow up week after week. That time, he had an Oak Grove defensive lineman grabbing at his heels. That was Jalen Owens, 6'5", 251 pounds, and Jack shook him off with his left ankle, stayed on his feet, and picks up a big Pirate first down right at midfield.
Jordan Butler shifts to the far side. Jack's going to hand that ball off, and that's going, well, they're going to give him a gain of a yard forward progress.
That time it was Drew Maddox, the junior defensive lineman, 6'4", 290 pounds. Brother of the quarterback, A.J. Maddox, and he was all over Shoto.
Nope, that was Ben Alexander.
Oh, Ben Alexander, my bad.
Ben Alexander in the
all
game
over Ben
now.
as soon as Ben took that handoff.
We've now got all three running backs that have been in on the first two series. Ben remains in the backfield. Jack throwing out here into the flat. He's got Marquell. Marquell driving forward. He's going to be very close, but marked a yard short of the first down. There'll be a 3rd down and 1. Shallow end of the Pearl pool.
Good quick release there from Jack on that 2nd down play to get it out to your athlete, let him do the work, and Marquell continues to show his elusiveness in space. TJ McKenzie going to check into the backfield here on 3rd and short.
Hand the ball off, driving forward. Did they give him forward progress? They're going to give him a half a yard. This official here on the near side, so it's going to be the length of the football short to bring up 4th down.
And in a game like this, there's no second thought. You got to leave the offense on and push it across. Andrew Maddox, again, the guy who grabbed TJ McKenzie and just drove him backwards. All 290 pounds of Mr. Maddox, who is only a junior.
Well, now they move the football back, so it's almost a full yard. What do they call that play in the NFL, Brian? The tush push?
The tush push, and I believe they're trying to rule that out.
Well, here comes Jack. He doesn't need to push because he's putting his head down, and he's going to pick up a Renaissance Bank 1st down at the 35 of the Warriors.
Yeah, I like that call there. Good job by the offensive line here on the near side with the help that time of the tight end. That is Jordan Butler closing off the side, and Jack Doe shows his athleticism again. 4th and short. A lot of people don't like taking that 4th and short from the shotgun, but it gave Jack the vision to be able to see that open hole there on the left side and convert for the 1st down.
4:30 and counting here in the opening quarter. Pirates looking to drive to tie the score. There's a pass into the flat. There's Jordan Butler. And the Butler does it for 2 yards out to the 33-yard line of Oak Grove.
Good to see Jordan Butler getting worked into the mix there. Like that play. Unfortunately, it was covered really well by Oak Grove. Chase Pinkston, the senior DB, was the guy who went step for step with Jordan Butler out into the flat.
Brian, they're going to make DJ Page leave the field.
Yeah, I believe DJ coming
his
off.
His helmet came off.
Yeah, his helmet came off for the 2nd time.
Roy, a pretty solid drive we're putting together here.
Oh, it is. They're methodical. They're good blocking up front, good eyes on Jack, and just keep it going.
On 2nd down, Jack will hand that ball off to Ben Alexander. He will push down close to the 30. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 31. So it will be 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Really need to push this across for another 1st down, a little bit outside of Colston Bennett's field goal range right here, but you can't trade touchdowns for field goals anyway. You really need to have a touchdown on this drive.
Oak Grove plays some god-awful sound effects there on 3rd down. Jack hit as he throws, throwing it deep. Had his man, but just too far. He was under hellacious pressure.
Yeah, that time into the backfield was number 95, and stop me if you've heard this name already, Drew Maddox, or Andrew Maddox. He's been in the backfield 3 different times on this drive, and on 4th and 6, looks like we're going to leave the offense out. Again, you're kind of in no man's land, and this is a game where you're going to have to put up points. With 3:36 remaining in the 1st quarter, one of the biggest plays of the game so far.
On 4th down, 3 wide receivers here to the near side. Jack will look that way, finding one open. He's got a man open. That's going to be a 1st down. Marquell Lake down towards the 10-yard line. A huge pickup on 4th down for a 1st down.
Yeah, beautiful play design by Coach Weems and Coach Hunter to kind of clear out the near side as McCollum and McNair went on the inside left Lake to the outside. Jack put the ball right where he had to, and Markwell Lake lighting it up tonight already with 3 big receptions.
Officially, they'll mark it at the 12-yard line, so 1st and 10 from there. Hand off to Shoto, staying on his feet. That will be no gain on the play.
Malachi Henderson for Oak Grove read that one all the way as he closed that middle gap quickly on Shoto. And after starting this drive with a handful of rushing attacks that were successful, Oak Grove seems to have tried to hemmed up that front against our rushing game and now forcing us to put the ball in the air.
There's a run by Shoto. He'll go inside the 10 to the 9. Roy, what is that sound effect that they play?
I don't know. I think it's supposed to be like the, those clappers that they have. That's what it sounds like, a bunch of clappers going off through those loudspeakers, and it is annoying as all get out.
Well, and they're doing it on 2nd down, and now they're going to do it again on 3rd.
Yeah, there it goes again.
It's just awful. So here comes Jack, a 3rd down from the 9-yard line. Jack throwing inside. He's got his man. Spins.
Go, go, go.
Trying to get to the outside. Let me double check that number. That is that Lake?
That was Markwell Lake, yeah. Yet again, Markwell Lake. We ran 3 slant routes from the outside. Markwell, the last guy to take the slant, and unable to avoid 4 Oak Grove defenders, but great catch by Markwell. A decision to be made, and it looks like Coach Hunter says we got to score touchdowns here on 4th and about 1.5 yards, Greg.
4th and a yard. Here comes Jack. They need to stop playing that sound effect when we're trying to get the play off. Here goes Jack, keeping himself. He's got it. Pushes his way in. Touchdown, Captain Jack.
Beautiful play design. Let TJ McKenzie come in there, and the Bull opened up the hole for Jack. And great job by the offensive line there on the right side, and Jack Durr from 4 yards out puts the Pirates on the board.
And that was a beautifully scripted drive by the offensive coordinator.
It was also great time of possession. There is 1:30 left here in the opening quarter. The Pirates took a lot of time getting it down the field, which means less time for Oak Grove's offense. Colston Bennett on for the extra point. Snap is down, kick is up, and it is good. We are tied here in the first quarter.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here, and here. And we're with you here, and here. Wherever, whenever you need us. We make our banking decisions right here because local means more than a location. It means a commitment to deliver more for our customers and our communities. Your bank, your plus, Bank Plus.
Oh, we started. So following a 7.5-minute drive, the Pirates have tied the score, and Colston Bennett has a Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick, and it's a scooter along the ground that Oak Grove's going to handle. Get on him quick. He's going to have another return out to the 45, so Oak Grove again will start in good field position.
Again, this is a big game here in Region 3, 7A. Brandon sits at 3-0, Oak Grove and Meridian at 2-1, Northwest Rankin and Pearl at 1-2 in the region, and Petal at 0-3. Quick update from Brandon. Meridian leads Brandon. Still early in that contest, but Meridian leads Brandon 7-6.
So 1st down for A.J. Maddox on his own 45. 4 wide receivers. Pirates showing a blitz. Here they come. Can't get to him, but 2 hot to handle for Jordan Millsap, the senior wide receiver.
Yeah, I think Millsap began to put his eyes downfield, thinking about where he was going to run before he pulled that one in, because he was wide open out in the flat, and Maddox hit him right in the hands.
Hot potato could not be handled. Will now make it 2nd and 10. Pirates tried to blitz from Maddox's left the first time, showing a 6 men at the line of scrimmage. Now we back out, but drop the linebackers. Over the middle, hits the official. Mr. Umpire, have yourself an afternoon.
Pirates playing with 12 defenders on that play, thanks to the umpire right there in the middle of the field.
Boink.
Wow.
He should have intercepted it, though. He had a clear open in front of him.
He caught a back full of football, and thank you very much. It'll bring up a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 10. Let's see if the Pirates want to bring that pressure again. It's been successful, Brian.
Sure has, and I'm trying to remember this off the top of my head, but I believe Oak Grove only rushed the ball now for 2 times tonight. One of those is a Maddox scramble.
4 wide, 3 to the top. Maddox will look to his left. He'll pull it down, and he's not going anywhere. Oh, shovels the ball at the last second.
It came loose. It came loose.
The ball is out. Let's see. There's a lot to unpack here.
I think they're saying he's down, but
Yeah, I believe the Pirate coaching staff is arguing that he was down. Roy Harper, you're down there on the field. We're getting a chance to look. Let's look at this Roger Zabbs replay, see if we can see from up here. No, he tossed it. He sure did. He tossed it, and he was up. He was still standing up.
The ball came out before he hit the ground.
Right.
Champagne,
sure did.
And Champagne had the ball come out.
Yeah, we got a great look from our guys down there in the truck, and that's just an athletic play there by A.J. Maddox, and it brings up 4th and short, and Drew Causey says, let's go for it.
4th and 2 for the Warriors. Blitz again and knocked down, and the Pirate defense is going to get a sign mark turnover on downs.
Kavion Freeman, the senior leader, making a huge defensive play coming from the far side, unblocked as he got his hands up, and A.J. Maddox trying to throw it over the top of him, but he could not. And the Pirates stand on D.
Kavion using that height to his advantage there with 33 seconds to go here in the opening quarter. Certainly a lift. Energy boost for this offense as they head back out on the field. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line of the Pirates. Jack's looking to throw, holding it. Oh, and a face mask, it appeared. He gets away, still gets away, throw it away. But a sack way back inside the 30. How was that not a face mask? He got turned around.
It looked like he just grabbed his jersey right up under the helmet instead of the face mask.
This is an unbelievable, huge loss as nothing there. Jack pulled it down.
Sure did, yeah. It was all jersey. That was number 23, Jalen Owens, again, the guy who made first contact. Also, Alendez Blaylock in there as well, and he's going to be the guy who gets the final sack. And a huge loss, not the way you wanted to start that drive after the big defensive stop.
Well, that ends the quarter. We are tied at 7.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course, you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, while the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
we're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
Welcome back to Oak Grove High School. Ready to start the second quarter. Pirates and Warriors knotted at 7 apiece. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, and Roy Harper here with you. After the big sack to end the quarter, Pirates facing a 2nd down and 29. Durr looking to throw again. He gets one underneath. This is going to get a lot of it back as Kenji McNair will cross the 40 out to the 41, and he was a fiber away from picking up the 30.
Yeah, pretty good call there on 2nd and forever to get Kenji underneath. Take a quick look at some first quarter stats for the Pirates. 60 yards passing, Oak Grove 44. Pirates 15 yards on the ground, Oak Grove with 18 yards. Overall total yardage, the Pirates with 75, Oak Grove with 62. So Greg, through the first quarter, the Pirates outgaining Oak Grove thanks to that long drive that put 7 points on the board.
3rd down and 16 for the Pirates. Jack, he's going to get flushed out to the left, points downfield. He will get slung out of bounds into the sideline. No flag comes in. It'll be a gain of 2, and the Pirates are going to have to punt this one away.
Yeah, really tough after that huge loss on 1st down when you put yourself 2 plays to pick up 29 yards against a really athletic and talented Oak Grove Warrior defense. So they stand tall and will punt it away, still tied here at 7 just into the second quarter.
Kenji McNair steps back to punt this one away. Good snap to him. Kenji gets it away. It is a high spinner that will be, I don't know if he called for a fair catch. I guess so. It'll be at the 24-yard line. So the worst starting field position right now for the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, 36 yards on the Kenji McNair punt. Good job by Kenji clearing things out and giving the defense a little breathing room to work with against this very talented Warrior offense. Update on those other Region 3 7A scores. Meridian now leads Brandon 14-13 in the first quarter. And how about this, Mr. Flynn? Petal Panthers leading the Northwest Rankin Cougars early 7-0.
I called that one earlier. Y'all called me crazy, but especially Cole Patrick up here. Well, 1st down and 10. There's a run, and boy, Cam Hewitt, absolutely. He was following along. I believe that was Cam, right?
That was Cam Hewitt, yeah, tackling Champagne, the running back for Oak Grove.
Look at Cam fight off his block and sling him down. That's effort by a big fella. It was a pickup of 8, so Warriors were successful. They get a 2nd down and 2. Quick throw out into the flat, and he breaks through. That's what they want to do on a wide receiver screen, and they're not going to get him. This is going to be a 68-yard touchdown.
That's that man. We talked to you about him, P.J. Woodland. He was a Mississippi State commit this week, flipped to LSU, and you see why the Tigers want him to come play for them. 614 yards on the season so far, and that's now his 7th receiving touchdown. And he shook one tackler in Antonio McFarland, and nobody is going to catch P.J. Woodland after that.
PJ showing us why he's going to be going to LSU. Extra point by Stewart is up, and it is good with 10:18 to play here before halftime. The Warriors now lead at 14-7.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
For the best brands at the best prices every day, shop the outlets of Mississippi, located at the intersection of
Welcome back to Oak Grove High School. Warriors now retake the lead 14-7. As Stewart will once again put it out of the back of the end zone. So it's time for the Pirate defense to rest, let the offense come back out and do their work. Roy Harper down on the sideline. Anything discussed about the offense in that break?
No, not really. I mean, the guys are all pumped up. You know, that, like you said, that last drive, we had that big loss, put us behind the sticks. We picked up 24 of the 39 yards we lost, but yeah, we can't play from behind the sticks.
So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Jack empty backfield. Now Shoto will join him. Oak Grove blitzes. We couldn't do a blitz buster there, Bryant.
Yeah, and it is tough sledding trying to run right up the middle of that Oak Grove defensive line. Again, you got Caleb Moore, who's in there at 6'3", 250 pounds, joined by Andrew Maddox at 6'4", 290 pounds, and those guys have combined for 18 tackles for loss through 8 ball games. There's only 4 defensive linemen, but sometimes it probably feels like there's 6 or 7.
2nd down and 8 now. Jack will throw out to the outside, and just too high over there on the far side.
Yeah, Kenji McNair, the intended receiver, but Jack feeling the pressure coming from his backside, threw that one just a little bit high, and now we face another really difficult 3rd down.
A Pearl Pool 3rd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. We have to get to the 30.
McCollum, Lake, and McNair will be the 3 wideouts for Jack Kerr to pick from here, and looks like they'll be all matched up man-to-man.
Jack looking the way of Kinji, and that ball is going to sail over his head. They were looking for a flag. Kinji was impeded, but they're going to not throw one.
Yeah, Chase Pinkston was the guy in man-to-man coverage on Kinji to the outside, and he really just kind of got in front of Kinji and did not move. And as a defender, you're entitled to your position there. He didn't really put hands on Kinji. Ball sails to the turf, and here comes McNair dropping back now to kick it away.
Really need a big boot from Kinji. He gets it away. It's another spiraler that will bounce, take a big pirate hop this time. There you go. Inside the 30. Down to the 27. So a nice punt by Kinji.
Yeah, best one of the night for Kinji. 52 yards on that boot and roll from McNair here on the friendly turf at Oak Grove Warrior Stadium. Again, this contest, Oak Grove sitting at 2-1 in region play, Pirates at 1-2. If we want to have any chance of making the playoffs and hosting a home game, you got to win this one tonight.
So 1st and 10 as Maddox will lead the offense back out. Hit a wide receiver screen to go 68 yards, but this one's not going anywhere.
That was DeMario.
Super Mario comes flying into the backfield.
Great job by DeMario Ragsdale reading that play from go, and Kylan Champagne got a full dose of number 23.
He looked a lot more like Champipple right there instead of Champagne. 2nd down and 12. Maddox looking out into the flat. Long throw and a sliding catch. But that will only net a yard. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 for this Pirate defense.
That's Taj Burkett listed as an athlete. He plays both ways for Drew Causey's Warrior squad, and that was a difficult catch to make.
That was a long throw.
Yeah, he was running away from Maddox. That's a tough throw and tough catch to make, and Burkett lost his feet, thankfully for the Pirates.
Big Pearl Pool 3rd down, and we're going to get a timeout called by Drew Causey. We'll take it with him. 8:12 to play before halftime.
Except you're lucky, you lift it, which are
idea, but I love it.
When accidents happen, our 30 minutes or less ER service pledge can mean less waiting and faster care. The 30 minutes or less ER service pledge at Merit Health.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
we're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
Third down and 9 for Oak Grove. Chance for the Pirate defense to get off the field. Maddox looking to throw. He's pressured all, but there's a lot of room if he gets away, and he does. He's going to pick up a first down out towards the 40-yard line. That was a clear out, Brian.
Yep, and that's the athleticism of the Texas A&M commit, A.J. Maddox. Again, he doesn't run unless he really has to, but when he does, he is quite efficient and effective at it. And he scampered for the yardage needed, made a wise play to get down, and Oak Grove converts.
That was just a clear out because our linebackers went with the receivers. 4 wide again for Oak Grove. This time there's a handoff. It's going to be a pickup of 7 yards on first down. As that's Kylan Champagne.
Yeah, really difficult to try to get anything stacked up against the Warrior running game because they run almost consistently 3, 4, or sometimes even 5 wide and spread out your defense so much. Looks like they're going to run their wide receivers tight here on second down.
Second down and 4. After the pickup of 6, they're going to run here to the near side. Be close, short of a first down by a yard. As they are a little inside handoff there.
Yeah, that's Burkett, the athlete. He's got 312 yards receiving and 347 yards rushing, so he can do it with the ball in his hand or running routes. And a plethora of options here on third and short.
And the ball off. Champagne is stacked up, but he's going to have enough for the first down just over the midfield stripe.
Pirate defensive line did everything they could. I believe Cam Hewitt, the guy who got in there and made first contact, but when you only needed about a half a yard, Champagne did what he had to get another Warrior first down.
6:07 and counting before halftime. Oak Grove leading it 14-7. Maddox completes to Woodland. Woodland shakes the first tackle. He's driven back, but not before he's going to pick up another first down at the Pirate 38.
The elusiveness and athleticism of P.J. Woodland, we've already seen that tonight on a 68-yard touchdown, and he's not easy to tackle. Good job by Jayton Thompson coming up and doing what a safety does and cleaning up the mess and tackling Woodland, but Oak Grove continues to move the ball down the field. Now inside the Pirate 40 and another first down.
Approaching the 5-minute mark here of the second quarter. Maddox will hand the ball off. Champagne. He'll get a yard. They'll give it to him to the 37.
Trey Schaefer, the first guy who made contact. Ken Mangum going to get credited with the tackle as he came from behind and wrapped up Champagne.
Roy, anything you're seeing down there of what Oak Grove's doing that our defense is having trouble with?
No, they're just putting helmet on helmet and pushing us off the ball. On those wide receiver screens, he's getting the ball out really quick before we're able to cover the ground, and those guys are really fast.
Well, second down and 9 for Oak Grove. Maddox looking, quick throw out to his right. He just throws an absolute laser, and it's complete to the 30. It'll be 2 yards short of the first down.
Yeah, that was Jordan Millsap, who they needed about 9, and he ran about a 6-yard route, and ball was shot out like a missile, but was a little bit low. Millsap had to go down to his knees, and of course in high school football, once your knees touch, whether there's contact or not, you got to stay down. So here comes 3rd and short for Drew Causey's Warriors.
3rd and 2. Maddox hand the ball off. They're going to have a first down, as that was Champaign.
Oak Grove doing exactly what they have to gain the yardage needed, and Champaign just running behind that big offensive line right up the gut.
Now Oak Grove eating up the clock in time of possession. 3:30 and counting here before halftime. Looking to add to their 14-7 lead. Maddox will throw. He will be flushed. He's going to pull it down. And a big tackle from behind out at the 22-yard line.
I believe it was Trey Schaefer who ended up jumping on the back of A.J. Maddox. Yep, it sure was Trey. Good job coming from the outside there was Caleb Arterberry, keeping Maddox contained as he's been difficult to tackle.
Trey gotten
out of the pocket.
Trey going airborne on that one. Pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7. Maddox, it's a clear out again. He'll pull it down and gets to that linebacker level. They've been feasting on that so far. Inside the 10, he's going to be pulled out of bounds. It looks like around the 3. They'll mark him at the 4. Boy, they're just playing that clear out of our linebackers.
Yeah, that time Maddox's helmet was ripped off there at the end of the play. We've got Marquell Lake, who we wondered if we might see this tonight. Marquell slid over to the defensive side of things, playing a little bit of both ways, and Maddox's helmet came off here on the near sideline. Not sure if, yep, they're going to make Oak Grove change quarterbacks because when your helmet comes off,
and there is not a penalty.
Yeah, you got to come off for at least one play. I don't think Drew Causey's real happy about it. He may burn a timeout. If you burn a timeout, you can keep your player in the game, and Oak Grove has, I believe, 2 to work with.
And Oak Grove will take the timeout. We'll step aside with them with 2:29 before halftime.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate Athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
You've heard it said, give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day. But teach a man to fish, you'll come home dehydrated, severely malnourished, and late. Some quotes are better than others. With Alpha Insurance, you won't get the old bait and switch. You'll be as happy as a dog in the sunshine. Ain't that right, Otis? And there's nothing fishy about that.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
The receivers are fast, good hands. I mean, he stopped on a dime and then dove in, reached out over the goal line. Just outstanding athletes all across the team, the starters out here for Oak Grove.
So with 1:47 to play before the break, Oak Grove now leads it 21-7. Brian, a little shocking update you had from Petal just down the road that the Panthers are beating Northwest Rankin 21-7.
That's right. Second quarter score, Petal Panthers 21, Northwest Rankin 7. And last update that I had from Brandon tonight is Brandon is now taking a 27-14 lead over Meridian, and that's with 9 minutes remaining in the second quarter. So Brandon looking to stay undefeated in region play, and that Northwest Rankin score, if that was to hold through the second half, that would be a big shakeup here in Region 3.
Well, Petal has to play these Oak Grove Warriors next week, so I think they'll finish with 1 win if they hold on tonight. Stewart with his kick, and that thing is going to fly out of the back of the end zone once again. So basically, even if all things staying the way that they are right now, the playoffs will begin next week for Pearl. That will be a playoff match with Pearl and Meridian battling for a playoff spot with Northwest Rankin. It could be a 3-way tie. So all is not lost tonight. If the Pirates were to lose, we'll still have a must-win playoff game next week. So intents and purposes, the playoffs will begin for us. A week from yesterday will be a Thursday night game in Meridian. Oak Grove looked like they jumped off sides, no flag, and Jack's going to get sacked. Boy, it looked like they were in the backfield. I don't know if we could see this on the Rogers Dabbs replay. Didn't quite look back. 95 looked like he was in there, but it'll be a sack and a loss of 2 to bring up 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, this Oak Grove defensive front now beginning to assert their will against the Pirate front, and that one was collapsing from all different directions. Was the pocket on Jack Durr there on first down, and again, we're playing behind the sticks.
See, once again, he's either getting the best jump in the world or he's off sides, and no flag once again, and Jack's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. I mean, look at how fast 95 is getting back there.
Yeah, that's Andrew Maddox, and I believe he is almost reading that snap count as he almost went unblocked. He nearly beat the snap to Jack Durr. And 3rd and 12, not where you want to find yourself against this incredibly talented Oak Grove Warrior defense.
Well, 38 seconds left. It was going to be critical if Pearl could get points on this drive, because Oak Grove will get the ball to start the second half. Already leading by 14. But with only 1 timeout left, Oak Grove cannot stop the clock, and the Pirates looking to take all the time off that they can now. Let's see if Coach Causey wants to use that final timeout.
Looks like he will not, as we're now under 10 seconds.
And that will take us to halftime. Well, it started out pretty good. We had the game tied at 7. But as we hit the locker rooms right now, Oak Grove a 2-score lead and the football when we start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, it's been quite the response from Oak Grove. We knew it was going to be an uphill battle tonight. Pearl came back and tied it with a long touchdown drive, 8.5 minutes back in the first quarter to make it 7-7 with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. But then Oak Grove quickly responded with a 68-yard touchdown pass from Maddox to Woodland with 10:18 remaining in the second to make it 14-7. And then with 1:47 to go, another Woodland touchdown run has put us at this 14-point deficit, 21-7, here on the road against a very, very talented Oak Grove Warrior squad who look to move to 8-1 on their season. The Pirates trying to get to 500 in region play with some must-win games in front of us if we want to see the playoffs.
All right, we will step aside for a little bit. Thank a lot of our sponsors. Hey, I understand our good friends. I just got a text. Our good friends over at the the Hyundai dealership over there in Flowood. They say they're all watching the game tonight. So we want to give them a shout out, and they're saying go Pirates. So we appreciate their support. We'll be back with a look at our sponsors here at halftime, and we'll get you Coach Hunter's thoughts as we get ready to start the third quarter. You're watching Pearl Pirate football on the PMB Sports Network.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
When Pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshots Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshots proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
They say good things come in small packages. And I found the same thing to be true with small businesses. Places where you can get a good cup of coffee or a fresh haircut. Where they call you by your name and the coffee don't taste like cardboard. Life is like that too. They're local folks who care about making sure you have what you need, like great rates for business insurance. Local just means more.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
The Umbrays welcome the Rocket City Trash Bandits for 7 games in 6 days, August 29th through September 3rd at Trustmark Park. We start things off with a special 4:05 p.m. doubleheader for Bark in the Park on Tuesday, August 29th, presented by Hollywood Feed. Then it's First Responders Wednesday and Truckworks Thursday. The first 1,000 fans on Friday, September 1st will get a Michael Harris II bobblehead. The Mississippi U.S. Army National Guard presents a postgame fireworks show on Saturday. Then the homestand concludes with a special 6:05 Labor Day fireworks show for Raising Cane's Sunday Family Fun Day. For tickets, MississippiBraves.com.
Public service has always had a very special place in my heart, and to be able to do it and be a first responder as a reserve, when you're not getting paid, that's just one of the most selfless acts you can do. I think we all have a responsibility to our towns and our communities.
Well, for me, it's simple. I mean, when you say local, that's what's most important to me. Our citizens inside this county, we all care for each other, and we do everything we can to help everybody out. I am Shane Fletcher with Farm Bureau, and we are the home team.
Accidents aren't planned. Mississippi Sports Medicine Orthopedic Urgent Care. You're in, you're out. You're better.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but
Brian moves!
A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
When you step into Rogers Dabb Chevrolet, it's time to buckle up because you're in the driver's seat. Voted as Brandon's favorite dealership, we've worked hard to earn your trust. Whether you're buying or selling a car, you call the shots. We put your needs first and always work hard to make sure you're satisfied. With our expansive inventory and financing options, you can drive off the lot today.
Come on down to Rogers Dabb Chevrolet. It's easier here.
The Blue Feather Bakery is a proud supporter of PMB Sports and Pearl Pirate football. Located at 2511 Old Brandon Road in Pearl, they specialized in baked goods such as cookies, pedophores, macarons, cheesecakes, chess squares, and special order cakes. Stop by and enjoy a custom cup of coffee and daily lunch specials. Follow the Blue Feather on Facebook or give them a call at 601-966-3939.
Welcome to Sky Family Dental, where our mission is to provide the finest care available. Here at Sky Family Dental, we strive to help patients live healthier lives. We provide a caring, nurturing environment where your comfort and health is of primary importance. Our staff is dedicated to providing you with a pleasant visit and results that you're proud to show off. We provide all services, including dental exams, child dentistry, dental fillings or implants, tooth extractions, and more. See us at Sky Family Dental, and a bright, healthy smile can be yours.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories, and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
At Bob Boyd Honda, we pride ourselves in getting our customers the best deals around.
Usually that means when we're selling cars, but right now,
Bob Boyd is in the market to buy.
we're offering top dollar for pre-owned autos, trucks, and SUVs.
Come by, talk to our dedicated team, and discover what a great time it is for Bob Boyd to buy back your used vehicle. Any make, any model.
Whether you're selling or buying, at Bob Boyd Honda, you get a deal.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee.
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a difference.
It was so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
The Pearl Pool is a proud sponsor of Pirate football. Located in the heart of the city, 3500 Dawn Drive, the Pearl Pool offers everyone a safe, convenient place to swim and host parties. Affordable memberships are available, and walk-ups are always welcome. It's also a great place for Pirates to take swimming lessons before they hit the high seas. And when the temperature heats up, make plans to cool off at the Pearl Pool.
So when are you going to give me back for the pizza?
Oh, personal foul. Let's give him a Renaissance replay. Make a successful handoff when you transfer funds to friends and family with Zelle and the Renaissance mobile app.
When you're ready to make a move in Pirate Country, contact Penny Pitts with Havard Real Estate Group in Pearl. Penny is a multi-million-dollar producer and loves to help her clients find the home of their dreams. If you are a first-time home buyer or ready to upsize or downsize, she is the agent for you. Penny is a Pearl High School graduate and an avid supporter of Pirate athletics. Make your move with the home team. That's Penny Pitts, Havard Real Estate Group.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's four-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a four-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a pirate.
These fresh, never frozen chicken fingers at Raising Cane's are so delicious. They speak for themselves. So, while you watch, I'll tell you all about our secret dipping sauce. First off, it's a sauce. And you use it for dipping. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Because it's, secret. Raising Cane's. One love.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks the spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
They say good things come in small packages. And I found the same thing to be true with small businesses. Places where you can get a good cup of coffee or a fresh haircut. Where they call you by your name and the coffee don't taste like cardboard. Well, Alpha's like that too. They're local folks who care about making sure you have what you need, like great rates for business insurance. Local just means more.
Call Alpha agent John McHenry in Pearl for a quote today.
Above my bed to dream on and be at peace.
Right after that fine performance by the Oak Grove High School Marching Band, we're getting you set to start the third quarter. Still about 7 minutes till kickoff, but Bryant has the statistics from the first half, and they're not all that gaudy for Oak Grove for leading at 21-7. They just had the really one big play.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a difference for a 21-7 ball game. We'll look at total yardage quickly. Oak Grove really dominating it through the passing attack. 133 yards through the air for Oak Grove through the first half. 60 yards for Pearl on the ground. 83 yards for Oak Grove. 15 yards for Pearl, unable to get the running game going. total yardage, that's maybe where you can see it the most, 216 yards through the first 2 quarters for Oak Grove, and only 75 yards of offense so far for the Pirates. 4th down efficiency, Pirates 3 of 3, Oak Grove 0 of 1. We'll take a look at some other numbers. Neither team with a turnover in the first half, and only 3 total penalties combined for the both teams through the first half. Some individual numbers for your Pirates. Jack Durr, 6 of 11 through the air, 60 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Rushing-wise, that's where Jack, it's been difficult as you add sacks into that. Between rushing and sacks, Jack has negative 10 yards. He does have our 1 lone rushing touchdown of the night. That was an 8-yard carry from Jack. Shoto, 6 carries for 22 yards. TJ has 1 carry that netted 0 yards. Ben Alexander, 3 carries, only netting 3 yards. And 3 Pirates show up in the receiving category. Kenji McNair, 1 catch for 13. Marquell Lake leads the squad, 4 catches for 45 yards. And Jordan Butler has 1 catch for 2. Some individual numbers for Oak Grove. Quarterback A.J. Maddox, the senior, who's a Texas A&M commit, 6 of 9 through the air, very efficient, 133 yards and a touchdown. Rushing for the Warriors, Burkett, 1 carry for 3 yards. Champagne, 8 carries for 35 and a touchdown. A.J. Maddox, 5 carries for 37. And P.J. Woodland, 1 carry for 8. That ended in a touchdown.
See, I want to stop you right there. Once again, we're shutting down the run. That's the strength of our defense, but they keep eating us up with the passing game.
Yeah, and P.J. Woodland, again, he's the guy that is a LSU commit, and he will go both ways, whether it's rushing or catching it through the air. He's an athlete. P.J. leads them receiving 3 catches for 115 yards and 1 touchdown, and that was a 68-yard catch and run by Woodland. Millsap, 1 catch for 7, Burkett, 1 for 3, and Damari Jefferson, 1 catch for 8 yards.
So you say LSU is on a bye week tomorrow. Is that what you said?
LSU is on a bye week tomorrow. That's correct.
So the Woodland's got to stay here and play. Is there a chance that A.J. Maddox can leave now so that he can play against South Carolina tomorrow for Jimbo Fisher?
Yeah, I believe Jimbo would probably take him, as Maddox has looked really, really good through these first 2 quarters. Just as we've seen him in years past. Here on the Gene Newman Insurance Halftime Show, again, the Pirates trail 21-7 to the Oak Grove Warriors. Take a look at some other scores happening around the state, specifically around Region 3-7A. The Brandon Bulldogs, at last count, lead the Meridian Wildcats. That one at Bulldog land tonight in Rankin County. Brandon up 27-21, a second quarter score. And the shocker of the night in Region 3-7A, update on this, Mr. Flynn, the Petal Panthers now leading Northwest Rankin at the half, 28-7. 28-7. Again, the Panthers came into tonight 0-3 in region play. Northwest at 1-2, and right now Petal trying to find their first victory in region play and send Northwest Rankin to 1-3 with a 28-7 halftime lead.
I bet you Caden Berger is having himself a night over there for Petal if they're dominating Northwest the way that they are. That's just one of those games. When we had Northwest at home at Ray Rogers, that's one that it's going to be kind of stumps you. Now, we know it was raining that night and it was difficult to handle the football. And I just think the Pirates are going to look back and be like, how did we fall to Northwest Rankin in that region opener? That one's going to be a tough one. So, for all intents and purposes, if things hold the way that they are, you could have, well, Pearl will be playing for its playoff life next week. Northwest is going to have to play Brandon, so I'm going to assume that Brandon will beat Northwest Rankin. And so if Pearl can beat Meridian, because Meridian, what's their strength? Running the football with Daniel Hill, right?
Absolutely.
So then you would have Meridian and Pearl playing for the last 2 playoff spots. Because if they finish tied, then Pearl would own the tiebreaker over Meridian and they would get in. And if Northwest loses tonight, the best they can do is 1 win in conference. And so they would be out along with Petal at 1 win each.
That's right. And top 2 teams, if you're unfamiliar with high school football playoffs, top 2 teams in the region will host in the first round of the playoffs. The bottom 2 seeds, 3 and 4, would have to travel, and Region 3 travels down to Region 4, which would be on the coast with the likes of Gulfport and Ocean Springs, D'Iberville, Harrison Central, all the guys who make up that region, and we'll see how that one shakes out. Right now, Gulfport sits atop Region 4.
Well, not to get too deep down in the weeds, so with that win tonight, if Petal beats Northwest, and let's just say, and Pearl loses, you'll have 3 teams at the bottom with 1 loss. I don't know how a 3-way tiebreaker works. When we beat Petal, lost to Northwest, Northwest beat us but lost to Petal. I don't know how that would shake out in a 3-way playoff, 3-way tie for that last spot.
Game of dice. Yeah, there's multi-levels, and we come to this part of the season and we're always looking at that. There are multiple levels of tiebreakers that the MHSAA has scripted out. Don't have those right here in front of me, but it could get very, very interesting here over the next 6 quarters, if you will, of football. 2 quarters left here in most of the games on this next to last Friday night of the regular season. The playoffs would start the 2nd weekend of November.
But hey, first things first, we still got 2 quarters of football left here. We're down by 14. We have an opportunity to get a stop and maybe close the gap. And so there's got to be energy, there's got to be hope springing eternal down there that we've got a chance. I mean, it's up to us. And you've got 2 quarters of football left. Yes, Oak Grove is going to get the football. Our defense has got to rise up and stop the pass, and we'll see if they can do that. Coach Hunter is making his way out of the locker room with the Pirates. I see the professor, Roy Harper, down there out on the 14-yard line. He will try to grab Coach Hunter. And Roy, that's exactly right. Don't we have the hope? We've got 2 quarters left.
Oh yeah. I mean, we're not out of this thing yet. A couple of stops, go on a couple of drives and score. We're right back in this thing. This is not out of the question. And there's a full moon, and anything can happen on a full moon.
All right, I see. Is that Coach Hunter bringing up the rear coming out?
It is.
All right. He's making his way over to you. And we'll see how we're going to shut down that Oak Grove passing game.
All right, Coach. What adjustments are we looking at making, especially defensively, coming into the second half?
Yeah, we just challenged them, man. Nobody's run the ball on us all year long, and they did a little bit in the first half, and that's unacceptable. We're missing some tackles. I tell you what, I don't know if y'all can tell, man, we are there on everything they are doing. We are missing tackles that we hadn't missed all year long. So just kind of challenged them, hey, what's the deal? Why are we not playing like we've been playing type thing, And they had a little players-only meeting after we got out. Kavion Freeman stood up, wanted to talk. We got out the room. I don't know. They started hooping and hollering, so I hope we're ready to roll.
All right, Coach. Good luck second half.
Speaking of Kavion Freeman, Roy and Greg, Kavion Freeman leads this Pirate defense so far in the first half. 5 tackles for Kavion, 3 tackles for Ken Mangum and Cam Hewitt.
And a critical. Kavion's the one that got the 4th down, batted the pass away. So he is a true leader of this defense, and he is boisterous. And Kavion will rally the troops, and let's see if it works.
I believe they're going to have a different attitude on defense coming out. Like Coach said, there was a lot of missed tackles. There was a lot of arm tackles, just kind of out of position, taking some poor angles and trying to reach out. And, you're not going to bring these guys down on an arm tackle. And when Kavion speaks, people tend to listen.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Come back and have the kickoff for you here in the second half in a moment.
Hello, I'm State Representative Gene Newman, here to share a message to our young people and parents. There are many pathways to success. For some, it's 4-year college, which is great if you have a chosen profession. But there are so many other opportunities to grow and succeed here in Mississippi. Our community colleges, VOTEC, trade schools, apprenticeship programs, and on-the-job training are all top-notch. Believe it or not, there are more than 7 million good jobs available across the country, and most don't require a 4-year degree. I encourage parents to support their kids that have a love for skilled trades like construction, air conditioning repair, auto technicians, electricians, and so many others. We need a diverse workforce that can thrive even in tough times like pandemics. And remember, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
These fresh, never frozen chicken fingers at Raising Cane's are so delicious. They speak for themselves. So, while you watch, I'll tell you all about our secret dipping sauce. First off, it's a sauce. And you use it for dipping. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. Because it's, secret. Raising Cane's. One love.
When pirates need a feast, they sail to Mugshot's Grill and Bar. Voted best burger in Mississippi for 13 years in a row, Mugshot's proudly serves fresh, never frozen certified Angus beef. X marks a spot at 2 locations on the map, in Pearl and Riverwind Drive in the movie theater parking lot, and in Flowood on the corner of Airport Road and Lakeland Drive. You can dine in, take out, or order online and pick up curbside. Check out mugshotsgrillandbar.com.
Hey, if you get an opportunity, come join us at Mugshots on Monday nights, where we record the Pearl Pirate Football Coaches Show. We will be there this Monday night. You can come and talk football, have some great food, be able to interact with Coach Hunter, his assistant coach that he brings, and our 2-star players that will be with us as we get ready for Meridian. That's at Mugshots, the home of the Coaches Show, Monday night at 6 p.m.
The dangerous P.J. Woodland along with Taj Burkett going to be the 2 deep men on this Colston Bennett kickoff. Our 1 kickoff so far back in the first half after that long touchdown drive that made it 7-7. We chose not to kick it deep and kind of caught one of the up backs instead. We'll see what Coach Hunter and the special teams unit decides to do here to open the second half.
Colston Bennett has our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick teed up. And this will be a short kick, caught at the 21, coming up here to the near side, trying to get him hemmed into the sidelines. And once again, good coverage by the Pirates, but they're going to get possession at the 41. It's just so weird sometimes that you're willing to sacrifice field position for a potential bigger return.
Yeah, it was a pooch kick still, but the way that Oak Grove set up their special teams, they really opened the hole for Woodland, who was the deep man, to come catch it anyway. He came all the way up and caught that ball at about the 15-yard line, I believe, and then he just really glided, such a smooth athlete, all the way out to the 41-yard line. And again, Oak Grove, for about the 3rd or 4th time tonight, going to start at the 40-plus here for A.J. Maddox.
All right, let's see what the defense has in store. We will send pressure, and this time we're ready for it. Get him down, and at the last moment again, he escapes and chucks that ball forward. We had him hemmed up. We allowed him to escape, and just watch this on the replay.
Yeah, that was Cam Hewitt who got in there first and almost ripped number 9 off of the jersey of A.J. Maddox. The other Pirates closed in, and for the second time tonight, A.J. Maddox, as he's being tackled, somehow finds a wide-open wide receiver, and a play that should have gone for a loss instead will net 7 for Oak Grove.
I think Texas A&M ought to use him on the track and field team to do the shot put, because that's the second time tonight he's managed to shot put one forward. Here's a handoff up the middle. Looks like Champaign will push forward right at the sticks, and enough for a first down.
Good job by Tyler Jenkins coming off the defensive end spot here on the near end, but Champaign didn't need a whole lot, and he had a pretty good head of steam coming out of that shotgun formation to the right side of A.J. Maddox, and Oak Grove now in Pirate territory, again leading by 14.
What a killer that was to not get Maddox down on the ground. Running back splits out. Maddox looking. This time the Pirates are ready. He's just going to heave one up towards the sidelines into the Pirate bench. And you can see the difference. They have made an adjustment, Bryant, that they are closing the middle so that Maddox can't just pull it down and run into the linebacker level. Very good job by the front 7.
Yeah. Trey Schaefer and DeMario Ragsdale, the guys who got right into the face of A.J. Maddox. Professor, what are you seeing?
Well, I was going to say also the outside is maintaining containment. They're not just crashing in. If you'll watch, they'll come when they cross the line. They're maintaining that spacing and not letting him go the middle or outside.
So 2nd down and 10 from the Pirate 48. Maddox, quick throw out into the flat. Running back, the wide receiver's got some room, and he breaks a tackle. And off to the races, cuts it back to the inside, and he's going to score. A 48-yard touchdown on some missed tackles. And just like that, the defense claws, and then they hit a big one.
2 big ones so far tonight. A 68-yarder earlier, that time 48 yards from Maddox. He threw it about 2 yards, and Taj Burkett did the rest. Tip your cap, I believe, to P.J. Woodland, who was the wide receiver on the outside, who threw the one block that Burkett needed. And just like that, lightning strikes for the Warriors, and it's 27-7, pending the extra point.
Low snap, gets it down, ball goes up, and Stewart bangs it through. 10-16 to play in the 3rd quarter. Pirates now in trouble.
Hey, I'm Matt, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the freshly baked, flaky, buttery biscuit. When I take a bite, it's kind of like, crispy, soft, crispy. Crispy outside, soft interior, crispy chicken. There's really nothing like it.
Hey, I'm Alexa, and the little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is the chicken itself. It is more than scrumptious. It is more than delicious. It is scrumptiddlyumptious. I know that's not a real word, but I love it.
Welcome back into Oak Grove High School. Greg Flynn, Bryant May, and the Professor, Roy Harper, with you. Pirates are about to get the ball back, and in a dire situation, face a must-score after Oak Grove just hit another big play for 48 yards for a touchdown. A.J. Maddox has just been scintillating tonight. Stewart's kick will sail into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, Greg, that drive to open the 3rd quarter, as we won the toss at the beginning of the game and decided to take the ball, obviously giving Oak Grove the ball to start the 3rd quarter, felt like a must-stop as you were already down 14, and the Pirate defense doing everything they could, and then one little flip pass out to the outside, and the athleticism of this wide receiver core for Oak Grove feels like it's there year after year, and Burkett broke a big one, and that one hurt.
Pirates starting out going 5 wide now. Jack's on a keeper, and he ran right into the linebackers. He's going to get stopped for a yard. Oak Grove was ready for that, even with the 5 wide receivers.
2 different times last week in the Eat Dirt rivalry, we decided to go 5 wide, and the first running play, both of those sets, if I remember correctly, was a Jack Nurse scamper right up the middle. Looks like Oak Grove did their film study this week, and they read that one all the way. Jordan Butler and Shoto will now check in to go with a more conventional set.
A heavy set now. Jack will look to throw. He's flushed, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to get sacked back at the 16-yard line.
And there's a late flag.
Yeah, I believe. Looked like one of the offensive linemen came in to protect his quarterback. Didn't it look like that, Professor?
I couldn't tell if that was it or number 93 fell over Jack, and then they got up and there was some mouthing.
No, that's going to be on DJ Page as he shoved the Oak Grove player away from Jack. And I think Bryant was spot on as DJ took exception to him kind of laying over Jack.
That's part of an offensive lineman's job, to help protect your quarterback, but you can't do it after the whistle, because that'll be 15 yards or perhaps even half the distance, depending on where they mark it.
Well, this is half the distance for sure, and credit to DJ for that.
Yeah, I missed the shove. I was looking away, and I just saw the number 93 falling over Jack.
Yeah, that was the shove by DJ.
93 was a little slow in getting up off of Jack, and that's what DJ did not appreciate, and gave him a good bump, and now it's 3rd and Laurel to go.
Ball placed back at the 8-yard line. We've got to get out to the 30-yard line. On this Pearl Pool, 3rd and the high dive.
great spot maybe for a little screen play to a wide receiver or running back.
It will be a handoff that will gain nothing. Tried to run into the teeth of that Oak Grove front four. And we will have to send the punting unit out.
Roy Harper, you've got a great look at that. You're about 10 yards away from the line of scrimmage. How big and how athletic are number 93 Caleb Moore and 95 Andrew Maddox?
Well, I was going to ask, is 95 lining up in our backfield? He is so quick coming off that ball. And it's taking two guys that opens up for 93. This whole line is just monstrous.
Kinchy's going to get off a punt that will take a Pirate roll out to the 47-yard line, but Oak Grove is going to take over in Pirate territory again. And we just can't seem to come up with a play that'll work against this defense.
Yeah, the defensive front that we were really able to dominate in a lot of ways on that second drive that went some 70 or 80 yards where we scored our lone touchdown of the night. That defensive front has battened down the hatches, and they are on lockdown. Jack Durr has no time, and the running game has no space.
Oak Grove made some very good adjustments. Now our defense will try to rise again. Front four will give pressure. Maddox tried to step up. He eludes, breaks a tackle, and he is into the secondary. His helmet comes flying off again. That young man needs to change his chin strap, I think. But he's going to have a first down at the 16-yard line.
Yeah, that's the second time tonight that A.J. Maddox has taken off for a run, and on the tackle, his helmet's come flying off. Again, he'll have to check out for one play tonight, or excuse me, for one play here on this drive, as we'll see their backup quarterback, number 10, Colton Scott, check into the ball game. But A.J. Maddox is some kind of fleet of foot, and you see why Jimbo Fisher wants him to come to College Station. Maddox now with 6 carries for 68 yards rushing.
We're going to get a whistle.
Delay a game.
Yeah, I believe we're going to get a delay a game after the change of quarterbacks.
So that Havard Real Estate Group penalty will back them up 5 yards. Havard not really quite getting their money's worth tonight, as this been a pretty clean game.
Yeah, I believe 4 total penalties, and how about this? That's the first of the night on Oak Grove.
They will hand that ball off to Champagne. Champagne will cross back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Maddox checks back in the game, as it will be 2nd down and 12. No, now they're going to move it forward. So 2nd down and 11. Oh, they weren't ready for that. The snap goes past, and Champagne's going to jump on it back at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, A.J. Maddox looks at his center, number 73, Aiden Bordelin, and tries to clear up whatever that miscommunication was. I think Aiden owned that one. Said, that's on me. Aiden's a 6'2", 280-pound senior anchoring down the middle of that Oak Grove offensive line. And so now Oak Grove going to find themselves way behind the sticks.
That's about 3rd down and Natchez to go from here. If the Pirates can force a field goal, they are well within field goal range for their kicker, Stewart. And they're going to get a little bit of it back here inside the 25, back to the 22.
Good tackle that time on the outside by Evan Williams, aided by Kavion Freeman. And Greg, first time to see Luke Stewart in game time action kicking field goals. We had a pretty good view during warmups.
Well, this is officially a 39-yarder. This is a very talented young man.
Saw Stewart kicking them through with room to spare from 51 during warmups.
Drew Causey's going to have to burn a timeout. We will take one with him. 5:59 to play in the.
So you've injured your shoulder or your knee? And of course you want the best care and the best doctor available. The doctor on the left treats shoulders and knees and ankles and hands, Well, the Mississippi sports medicine doctor on the right specializes in one body area and one area only, treating thousands of patients a year. Trust your medical care to one of our true specialists. Mississippi Sports Medicine. We specialize for you.
So Grove has talked about it after the timeout. Mr. Stewart will remain on the field to attempt a 39-yard field goal from the left hash. High snap, gets it down, kick is up. And did it stay? It did. It made it through the uprights, and now Oak Grove extends that lead out to 31-7. We'll be back in just a moment.
How local is Bank Plus? We're here, and here. And we're with you here, and here. Wherever, whenever you need us. We make our banking decisions right here because local means more than a location. It means a commitment to deliver more for our customers and our communities. Your bank, your plus, Bank Plus.
We have 5:54 to play in the third quarter. Oak Grove now leading it 31-7. Stewart set for our Shane Fletcher Farm Bureau Insurance kick. And the offense has just got to get something going. We'll see if Stewart lets us return this or if it will wind up in the back of the end zone once again. He puts his foot in, and this one, little extra there as it went off the back fence.
And look at Luke Stewart run all the way down the field to fetch. I thought he was going to fetch his own ball. He went on a full dead-out sprint, did their senior kicker, and he will be playing somewhere on Saturdays. Quick update again from scores happening.
You kick like that, you'll be playing on Sundays.
Yeah. Scores happening around the state. Brandon leads Meridian 27-21 at the half. Petal Panthers over Northwest Rankin 28-7 at the half. Hartfield Hawks looking to go undefeated tonight, 40-0 over JA at the half. And Starkville leads Madison Central 26-7.
Well, there was a telegraphed handoff, as I believe it was Shoto trying to turn the corner. He did not. He's going to lose 2 yards.
Yep, quick update, 28-14, that Petal over Northwest Rankin score. Northwest able to put a touchdown on the board in the third quarter.
So second down and 12. Jack Durr will keep it himself, and he's going to get swallowed up once again. And that'll be a loss of another yard. So the Pirates going in the wrong direction. It'll be third down and 13 now. It's hard to pinpoint. Professor, it's hard to pinpoint why we're running into so many obstacles.
Yeah, that first play when Shoto was kind of going on the sweep around the right side, he was tiptoeing a lot, kind of looking to just try to pick his spot instead of just trying to hit it hard. And then on that one, I mean, there's just nothing in the middle.
Jack's going to hand it off again, and we're going to get nothing again as we try and run it up the middle. And that's just like surrender.
Yeah, Caleb Moore and Andrew Maddox have shut down the middle officially, 95 and 93, as we talked about them in the Sky Family Dental pregame show. 6'3", 250 and 6'4", 290 goes Maddox. 18 tackles for loss on the season. It feels like they've had another 18 combined tackles for loss tonight. Those guys are the real deal.
So the Pirate offense continues to sputter, go backwards, and they will punt it away. Kinji will try and get a good one off. It's a nice spiral this time. We'll hit at the 50 and take a Pirate hop down to the 36-yard line of Oak Grove.
45 yards on the Kinji beautiful spiral and roll. And unfortunately, the Pirate defense, Greg, having to live much of the night on the field as the Pirate offense has really struggled so far. Total yardage tonight, the Pirates with only 68 yards of total offense and just 5 first downs.
Well, we said it in the keys to the game on offense. You got to run and you got to pass quick. You got to get them off quick. You got to hit it hard and go. To this point, we've only done that on one drive. Champagne, he's going to get stacked up and driven back this time.
I believe
Tavion Freeman and
Tyler Jenkins.
Tyler the Menace Jenkins. So we had the Reaper and the Menace in on that one, driving Champagne back.
Yeah, great job. And not to belabor the point, Greg, but a great point made by Cole, our statistician, sitting right here in the middle of us tonight at Oak Grove. 5 first downs for the Pirates, Greg, and all 5 of those, Cole tells me, came on that touchdown drive.
On the one drive, the 7.5 minute drive.
So the rest of the drives tonight, unfortunately, have been 3 and outs.
2nd down and 13 after the loss of 3. Here's a little flip pass. Pirates are ready for that one again, as they will get back to the 35-yard line. It'll bring up a Pearl Pool, 3rd down and 11.
Jet sweep to the senior kind of scat back. That's Damari Jefferson, 5'10", 176. And good job reading that by the Pirate defensive front, playing containment football.
So Maddox will see what he's got drawn up for 3rd down and 11. They'll drop back to pass, looking to set up a screen. They do. Coming here to the near side is Champagne, puts his head down, will cross the 40 to the 42, out to the 43, but it will be short of the 1st down. And we'll see if Coach Causey wants to send the punting unit out, and it looks like he will.
Yeah, beautifully designed play and executed by Oak Grove, but just a great job coming up and making the tackle by Jaden Thompson as he got his head down low and able to get up under Champagne. And a good stop by the Pearl Pirate defense, and perhaps for the first time tonight, Oak Grove goes 3 and out.
So a minute 50 and counting. Pirates will get the football back.
Luke Stewart, first time we'll see him punting tonight.
See if his punt. Yeah, he's got a pretty strong leg on that as well. Takes a big hop, get in the end zone. All right. So the touchback didn't have quite the hang time on it.
Yeah, 57 yards on the Luke Stewart punt. Not too shabby for the incredibly talented Warrior kicker.
So the Pirate offense will come out hoping to draw something up that will work against this Warrior defense. Pirates last time out, 3 runs for a loss of 3 total yards. We will come out in the heavier set, 3 wide receivers. I believe that's Jalen Fields in the slot going across. Jack, quick throw. Too far inside as Kinji on that slant.
That's what we said, got to get the ball out quick. I like the play call. Pretty good coverage there by Oak Grove, and ball just a little bit too far out in front of Kinji out of Jack's left hand.
So it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 now.
I believe we got a little chatter going back and forth between DJ Page and the Oak Grove defensive line, and the official steps in and he sends DJ to the sideline. He's over there trying to plead his case to head coach Justin Hunter, but gonna have to send someone in to sub for DJ.
Get that number of the substitute?
Yeah, we'll see.
Number 56.
56 checking in. That's Bryce Cole, the junior offensive lineman.
So 2nd down and 10. Jack is going to be sacked. He just cannot get away, thrown down at the 10-yard line.
And that was Maddox once again, and unfortunately, that was the assignment that Bryce Cole drew stepping into this ball game.
Yeah, and I will say Bryce was doing a pretty good job of slowing him down. It's just that Jack, if he'd have come left and run away from it, he might have, who knows, not lost as much, but he ran right into the block.
So it's 3rd down and 20 now for the Pirates. And we'll try to run the football going to the far side. It'll be a pickup of 5, but it will be 4th down and 15 now, and the punt unit comes back on the field.
And unfortunately, again, unable to convert and find a first down. As you got to give credit really to this whole Oak Grove defense, not only the defensive front, but the secondary has really been shut down all night long against any Pirate passing game when they've had time. And pay attention, the ever dangerous P.J. Woodland stands at midfield ready to receive this Kenji McNair punt. And I think we're going to send it to the end of 3rd quarter instead.
And Kenji will watch the clock tip to 000s. 4th quarter coming up. Oak Grove getting the ball back, leading it 31-7.
When something works this well,
Paying bills? This site is so comprehensive. I do all my banking online. More time for coffee.
you want to get others excited about it too.
Yes, honey. They're very conscientious, and they're about helping us map out a plan for our future.
It's nice to know we make a
It was
difference.
so easy. They had lots of creative ways to help me afford the loan for the cutest car I've wanted
And
for
that a
so
great
long.
bank is a really important thing to have. Comprehensive, conscientious, creative, community bank like no other bank you know.
Dude. Fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but move! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
We head to the 4th quarter now. Kenji McNair will punt it away. Mr. LSU standing just inside the 50-yard line, waiting to get a return. We'll see if Kenji can kick it away from P.J. Woodland. It's just hard to fathom that, as Cole points out, our last 3 drives have resulted in, Cole, would you say minus 18? Minus 18 yards total on our last 3 drives for this prolific Pirate offense that has seemed to have gone into hibernation. High snap to Kenji. He gets it down. Kick is away. Woodland retreats to his 40. Trying to get to the far side on the sideline. He does. And they will step out of bounds at the 45.
Yeah, and we got a flag for a chop, not a chop block, but a low block.
So that will at least back Oak Grove up. Looks like that flag is sitting at the 45. And I think that's why, you know, Woodland, is he that smart that he knew that it was coming back, so he wasn't going to risk that play, that he knew there was a flag, and that's why he just stepped out of bounds with nobody around him at the 45.
Yeah, he did kind of check up once he saw that flag come out. Actually, once he saw the block happen, he kind of checked up.
Yeah, he did run right by that flag. Professor was right on top of that, as it was a illegal chop block. So after the 45-yard punt by Kenji McNair, we'll add on another 15 yards, as that's a 15-yard illegal block. And
hey, Havard Real Estate Group backing them up all the way to their own 30 now. .11:49 on the clock here in the 4th quarter. They will run the football. Coming up the middle. Not too much there is the menace. Tyler Jenkins in on the tackle. It will be a gain of 4, though. 2nd down and 6 from the 34.
Rushing yards, 122 so far for Oak Grove tonight. Really the guy who's done the damage so far is the quarterback. 6 carries for 68 yards for Maddox.
Maddox will pass. Goes to the wide receiver screen. Pirates are there this time. to close it down for a no gain.
Yeah, fantastic pursuit by the Pirates secondary. Antonio McFarland in there, but you also got Demario Ragsdale coming all the way over from his defensive line position, or defensive end position. And Greg, look at that. We've got Kenji McNair, number 2, in there on defense as we're trying to put all the athletes that we can on the field. Looks like Kenji's playing some safety along with Jaden Thompson.
So 3rd down and 5. Maddox will roll out. He's chased, looking for something, and he's just going to wind up stepping out of bounds. Looks like they'll give him a gain of a yard, but it'll be 4th down and 4, and the punting unit comes back out for Oak Grove. Good coverage in the secondary, didn't allow Maddox to find anything, and smart to bring Kinji in.
Yeah, defense has not given up as they forced 2 consecutive 3-and-outs for Oak Grove. So a ray of hope here on what's been a really difficult night. And look at this, we got Kenji coming up on special teams. He looked like he was going to come in and try to go for the block.
Look at that punt.
And I believe that's Isaiah Wynn or Jalen Fields who gets ripped down. That's Isaiah Wynn after that Luke Stewart booming 50-yard punt.
Well, surrounded by 6 Warriors, if ever there was a time for a fair catch.
Yeah, it almost looked like there's a little bit of confusion, Greg. I think we may have been trying to go for the block. Kenji McNair was a late check-in, as normally Kenji's one of the guys who'll be back deep to receive punts. He came in, but he looked a little confused. He never made it up to the line. And Isaiah Wynn had no help back deep when he went to receive that punt.
All right, so here comes Jack in the offense. 1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. And Jack's going to be dropped once again in the backfield.
Yeah, that's that read option play, and Jack trying to read the defensive end. He decided to hold on to it, and Caleb Moore was there to greet him, as he has been with many Pirate ball carriers all night long.
A loss of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15. And at this point now, you're hoping for something positive, build some kind of confidence going into the Meridian game next week. There's positive. Back to the line of scrimmage.
It's Ben Alexander checking in. We're going to get a late flag there in the middle of the field. I believe that's some extracurricular going on. And not
Roy, did you see what that was?
I did not. I was watching a little chatter down here between Marquell and a couple of their guys, and I was expecting something to happen there when they threw the flags in the middle.
All right, the referee will come over and let us know. The way the umpire's pointing, it's offsetting.
Nope. He's only ruled it on Oak Grove.
But they're not moving the football. I think he pointed one at us.
Okay, I may have missed that one then.
So I think they're offsetting. Well, let's double check. Yeah, the umpire doesn't look. He's putting his flag away now. No, he is going to mark it off just against Oak Grove. So we will get a Havard Real Estate Group penalty that should result in a 1st down, because that was. Well, they're going to mark it. No, yeah, we're going to move the chains. Renaissance Bank will give us a 1st down on the penalty. Maybe that will spark us some kind of confidence here. Jack back to pass. He'll throw over the middle. Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Yeah, pass intended for Marquell Lake as we were running kind of that double slant route. And ball was about a yard behind Marquell. And
I think that might have gotten deflected at the line.
Number 0, Jamar Pittman, was the guy who almost picked it off for Oak Grove, but thankfully for the Pirates, it falls to the turf, and we salvage things for 2nd down.
2nd down and 10 now for the offense. Jack back to pass, looking. This time he's going to escape, and he's got a lot of room. He's going to pick up a 1st down, gain of 11 yards. So Jack finally got a chance to use his legs and got to where no one was on that outside.
Yeah, the biggest opening Jack's seen all night. Not a called run. Jack just trying to get out of the pocket and really run for his life. But we'll take yardage however we can get it in here on 3rd and short.
Well,
they're going to T.J. McKenzie check in.
They're going to say he stepped out. It looked like he got enough for the first down, but they marked him back 2 yards. So 3rd down and a yard. Sure looked like he had gotten that first down. This time he's going to get it the hard way, though, as he plows forward to the 45. Again, you're just looking for something positive, some kind of momentum as we go into the...
Yeah, and Jack gets up pretty slow after that play. They're going to blow it dead, and Jack's going to have to check out, Greg, as he got hit pretty good. Looks like on his lower half. Roy Harper, you're right there on top of it. What can you see?
Yeah, I can't. It looks like it may be his ankle. He took a big shot and laid there for a second, tried to get up, but just couldn't.
Well, the problem was that, and Oak Grove's been doing it all night. They've been laying on top of our ball carriers, and he had a whole lot of humanity on top of him, did Jack, trying to get up off the bottom of that pile. But it will be a Renaissance Bank first down. And in at quarterback will be Dylan Story. Oh, and there was a miscommunication, bad snap. And this will go, let's see where they're going to mark it out. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 3 on the play.
Yeah, and there was a missed flag, too. On the tackle, he touched the defender, reached up and touched the face mask. Didn't grab it and pull it, but he did have his hand on it, which should have been that 5-yard variety of the face mask.
So the loss of 3 will make it 2nd down and 13. Jack Durr returns to the ball game. It's going to take a lot more than that to keep Jack out of the game. Trying to run on the far side. This one's going to be successful, crossing midfield. Past the 40-yard line to the 39.
Yeah, great play design, great run by Shoto, but look at number 88, Jordan Butler. Look at this block, driving his guy down the field. Look at that, Greg.
Well, we're not going to call a hold there, but
yeah.
Hey, good job, Jordan. I mean, seriously.
No flag drop, no hold call.
That's right.
Good job by the guys on the outside opening up the way, and Shoto with a first down scamper.
Jack will throw, has time, looking deep, has a man overthrown by about 2 yards.
Marquell Lake, the intended receiver, trying to outrun his man down the far sideline, and ball sailed just a little bit out of Jack's left arm. You wonder if he's feeling it. Looked like, Greg, when he went out, he looked at one of the coaches, and I was looking through my binoculars high atop here, Oak Grove Stadium. It looked like maybe he tapped his left leg. Not sure if that was indicating the knee or ankle on that side, but great to see him back in the ball game. Pirates facing 2nd and 10.
6:53 to play in the game. Oak Grove leading it 31-7. Jack on a deep, looking for Kinji. Back shoulder, had a chance. We're going to get a penalty flag and a pass interference call against Oak Grove.
Good job by Jack just throwing it up where really only Kinji could get it, and Kinji able to do a little hand fighting and pick up the 15-yard penalty. And if Coach Drew Causey's going to have anything to complain about, it's going to be the penalties. Multiple penalties here in the 4th quarter of the 15-yard variety for Oak Grove.
Now I do notice that 95, Maddox has left the game, and he's watching from the sideline. So Coach Causey making some 4th quarter substitutions with the big lead. Jack's going to, nice little dump off pass. That's Ben Alexander.
No, it's Jordan Butler.
Oh, that's Jordan Butler. It sure is.
Sure is. Jordan Butler playing that little halfback. Look at him working across the formation. Fake it to Shoto. And no one went with Butler out into the flat, or if it was, a linebacker got caught up in the mix in the middle of the field, and great job by Jordan Butler on the run.
He is such a great resource to have. Jordan has really come a long way. Works so hard. glad to see him getting some positive yardage. Here's a handoff to Shoto. He'll drive forward to the 8-yard line. That'll be 2nd and goal from the 8. I mean, really, Jordan Butler has progressed so much from last season when he came onto the scene, and he's so physical. Can't wait for that young man to be a senior. He's going to have a magical year next year and should play a big role in the offense. 5:40 and counting. Pirates looking to just get some points on the board and gain some more confidence. There's a throw to the corner. Nice throw. Perfect. We're going to get a touchdown out of that. And that is going to be to Markwell Lake, wearing that lucky number 0. Hard to see. Had to wait a second.
Yeah, great play design by Coach Weems and Coach Hunter to kind of clear things out. 2 slant routes to the inside. Markwell breaks to the outside. And Jack put the ball up in the air where Markwell could come down with it from 9 yards out. The Pirates touch pay dirt for the 2nd time tonight.
There's something positive, something to build on. So after the Raising Cane's touchdown, Colston Bennett coming up for the extra point, but we're going to get a timeout by the Pirates on the extra point. We'll step aside with them.
Dude, fire. Grill master, huh?
Burgers, better with Pepsi.
It's 4th down, seconds on the clock. He hands it off, finds a hole in the middle. Clear, nothing but Brian moves! A touchdown for the win. I can't believe it.
Pizza, better with Pepsi.
When you step into Rogers Dab Chevrolet, it's time to buckle up because you're in the driver's seat. Voted as Brandon's favorite dealership, we've worked hard to earn your trust. Whether you're buying or selling a car, you call the shots. We put your needs first and always work hard to make sure you're satisfied. With our expansive inventory and financing options, you can drive off the lot today.
Come on down to Rogers Dab Chevrolet.
It's easier here.
So the timeout was used to send the offense back out on the field to try a 2-point conversion, which would make it a 2-score game, a 16-point game, if successful, with 5.5 minutes to play in the game. Everybody bunched up. Jack will roll, looking, throws, incomplete out of the back of the end zone. So the score will remain 31-13, but a beautiful throw from Durr to Lake. They practice that. I think that's their favorite play that they do in practice, is that throw to the back corner, and it was executed perfectly. This one just a little too high.
And pass intended for Kenji McNair. So we'll see what we do here. Do you try to...
No, this is an onside
Go
kick.
ahead and go with the onside kick. 5.5 minutes remaining, and you got a lot of scoring left to do if you want to try to have any hope of getting in on this. It looks like Coach Drew Causey for Oak Grove is anticipating the onside kick as they've got all their specialists up close, ready to receive this one from Colston Bennett.
Again, Colston's been practicing these. They look good in practice. Let's see how they are in practicality.
Ken Mangum, Kenji McNair, Kavion Freeman, some of the guys in there on the side Colston's kicking to. We're going to reverse it.
And it goes straight. It was a nice design play as they let Mason Morgino come across and try and mix up Oak Grove. Just didn't take that hop.
Yeah, that's a little trickeration that we've run that onside kick play for a number of years. As I've watched a few Pearl Pirate football games, and every once in a while you get the friendly bounce as you put the second kicker in there. That time, unfortunately, Mason didn't get that kick that you have to typically win an onside kick.
Good effort there from Mason. Oak Grove will take over at their own 48-yard line now. Again, 5.5 minutes left in the game. Here's a run to the far side, now cutting it back up the middle. That's number 6, Taj Burkett. And Taj is going to have a first down. Taj, their leading rusher. Well, their total combined there, he's Mr. Everything. We have not seen Burkett really show out tonight, as he came in with 312 receiving yards, 347 rushing yards. He's a speedster.
Yeah, he did have the 48-yard touchdown reception back in the third quarter, but he's a guy that can do a little bit of everything, as they've got a few of those. P.J. Woodland and Taj Burkett.
A.J. Maddox remaining the quarterback. They're going to keep it on the ground, and flying and upended here on the far side is
Kenji McNair.
Kenji McNair going low and
sending Burkett into the air, as Kenji playing a little offense and defense here in this fourth quarter, and Burkett able to pop up from the turf. Quick update from the other Region 3 7A scores. Petal now leads Northwest Rankin 35-21. Northwestern closed it to a 7-point gap. Petal leads 35-21 in the fourth quarter, and Brandon has extended their lead over Meridian 34-21. That's a third quarter score. Brandon looking to go undefeated in region play.
Maddox hands it off again, this time to Champagne. Champagne will cross the 30 to the 29. He'll be 3 yards short of the first down. Again, the Pirates will close out the regular season this coming Thursday night on the road at Meridian.
And Kavion is down on the field.
Yeah, this is not what you want to see with big games ahead. Kavion now on his feet, but timeout was called by the officials, and thankfully he looks like he's going to make it off under his own power as Coach Hunter came out to greet him. That's a guy you cannot lose with a big game next week on the line. And Greg, we imagine next week on Thursday night, it's going to be a whole lot of Daniel Hill.
Well, again, that's a game where they play right to the Pearl's strength, is stopping the run. So the Pirates will see a much different offense next week as they take on the Wildcats with a playoff spot on the line. On third down and 4. Maddox, they're going to get it to Burkett, and he spins. He's to the 10. Oh, he
dropped the ball.
We got it. We got it.
And the Pirates.
That was the professor. The professor did it. He was the closest man to Taj Burkett. Professor, tell us how you did it.
It was my intimidation factor. See, I've grown this beard out a little bit, and he saw me, and he just didn't know what to do.
Watch this ball right here. Taj Burkett was so wide open, he didn't know what to do with it, and no one put a hand on him, but the professor looked at him wrong, and the ball popped out, and I believe it's Kenji McNair, looks like, who fell on top of it.
Wow. It's that intimidating beard that you have, Roy.
That's what it is.
I can't tell if you're trying to be Santa Claus or look homeless. I don't know.
Well, according to my volleyball girls, it's Papa Smurf.
I'm glad we have something to laugh about tonight.
First turnover of the night for either team as Oak Grove puts it on the turf with 3:07 remaining here in the fourth quarter.
All right, let's see if we can't put another score on the board. Well, not on that one. That'll be a loss of a yard back to the 9-yard line. So we'll face a second down and 11 with 2:46. So it would be really nice to mount one final drive. Again, just to give us some more confidence going forward. And a completely different opponent next week in Meridian. There's Jack. He's going to get spun down. Fortunate to save getting a safety. They'll put him down at the 3.
Yeah, Jack Durr turned around, and he had a missile coming at his head in the form of number 5, Devontae Holder, the senior linebacker for Oak Grove, and thankfully Jack ducked.
So this next snap will take place in the Pirate end zone with under 2 minutes now to play in the game.
Pirates now with 105 total yards of offense. 105. Oak Grove with 3 60.
And we're going to get a whistle. And a delay of game. No, false start. False start against the Pirates. So they'll move it back a yard. Half the distance to the goal. Hard to believe this was a 7-7 game. Jack gets crunched in the end zone, just throws it up. Roy, it looked like he almost took a shot to the head. They came in there headhunt.
Yeah, they did. And that play earlier where he had to duck, they were going high on him. It looks as if they're trying to go, and like you said, go headhunting.
Well, it will be 4th down.
Kenji McNair now with a task that no one wants.
Kenji just looks wore out down there. Roy, looks like he's limping a little.
He is. He has a slight limp to him. He came off earlier with a little limp after one of the offensive possessions.
He's now playing 3 sides of the ball: special teams, offense, and defense.
Very short amount of space to work with. He gets it away. Nobody back for Oak Grove, but this one's going to check up and settle right in. And I can't imagine that we're not going to see just a couple of knees here. Only a minute 20 showing on the clock. Again, the Pirates will close out the regular season at Meridian on Thursday night. Meridian losing to Brandon right now. Petal beating Northwest Rankin. We'll have to see the scenarios as we head into next week. The easiest thing you do is just win the game. Just go out and win the game against Meridian. Bottom line. Maddox will take a knee. As we approach the 1 minute mark, I think it'll just take 2 more. Well, it'll take even less than that because they waited to start the play clock. They're going to work it all the way down. Play clock at 15. Game clock now under 50. That another knee. And that one should do it, as I don't believe they're going to start the play clock as the 2 teams head towards the sidelines. And that will do it here from Oak Grove as the Warriors victorious on their homecoming, 31-13 over the Pirates.
Just a really difficult night all the way around. Again, hard to believe it was a game that set at 7-7 back in the first quarter. Pirates tied it with 1:30 remaining in the first quarter. That's how we ended and went to quarter 2. And then it just became a landslide of all around really good football from Oak Grove and a struggling offense for the Pirates as they will end up with just a little bit over 100 yards total offensively tonight. And able to finally tack on a 4th quarter touchdown to make it 13.
That's hard to believe. A Pirate offense held to around 100 yards.
This Oak Grove defense, I think you can't just blame it on the Pirate offense. You got to give credit.
No, I'm not blaming it on the offense.
Right.
Just as good as
all
Oak
over the
Grove
field.
was that.
Yeah, I want to say, I don't know if y'all can see it from up there, but the size difference between the 2 teams. We are a good team, but when you go up against all these D1 caliber players, and they have depth on their team that we don't have, it's tough to play. But I think that we did play well. We gave up 10 points in the second half. You take away 2 of the big plays, a 68-yard pass, a 48-yard pass. That's only 17 points that they scored on drives. It's been a different game. Not to take anything away from Oak Grove, they earned what they got. but not to belittle anything that we've done. It's just two different size teams, two different caliber teams. But I thought we played well overall, especially in the second half with the defense. They came out fired up and only gave up that 148-yard play and then kind of buckled down after that.
Well, Coach Hunter will address the team. And the professor will get a word with the head ball coach as he now has to get these guys back up and prepared. Put this thing behind us.
And not a whole lot to write home about, but a quick look at some final statistics for tonight. Greg, the shining one that Cole, our great statistician, brings out to me tonight, 9 sacks for Oak Grove. 9 total statistical sacks. But how about this? First downs, as the professor talked about it. They hit 2 big plays, but other than that, no real long sustained drives, multiple of them, that is, for Oak Grove. Oak Grove finishes tonight with 13 first downs. The Pirates finish with 11. Passing-wise, Pirates with only 88 yards through the air. Oak Grove with 195. But the Pirates only 17 yards rushing after you deduct all those numbers for sacks. So 17 yards rushing on 34 attempts for the Pirates. 162 on the ground for Oak Grove on 29 attempts. So total yardage tonight, it finishes Pirates with 105 and Oak Grove with 357. 357 total yards. Individual numbers for the Pirates. Jack Durr, 8 of 17 through the air. 88 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Jack Durr on the ground, 16 carries, ends up going for negative 24 yards. But again, that's sack yardage worked in there, 9 sacks. Antoine Shoto, 13 carries for 33. TJ McKenzie, 2 carries for 5 yards. Ben Alexander, 3 carries for 3. And only 3 guys land in the statistical category receiving. Kenji McNair, they really limited him tonight. They honed in on Kenji, 1 catch for only 13 yards. Marquell Lake, the leader receiving-wise, 5 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown. And Jordan Butler had 2 for 22.
Hey, guys. Hate to interrupt, but I'm here with Coach Hunter. Coach, tough loss. I heard, what you're saying to the team and hear all that. But I would like to say on my part that I felt like the defense did play a little bit better in the second half. We only allowed 10 points, 1 play on that 48-yard drive. And I saw a little bit more group tackling in the second half, but give me your opinion.
Yeah, no, I thought it was better second half. It still wasn't to the standard that we've set, though, and the way we've been playing all year as far as swimming the football, communicating, all that stuff was just non-existent tonight. I'm never going to lie to them. I'm always be real with them, whether it's what they want to hear or not. And, I shot it to them straight. I did not think we played. I thought we played like we were intimidated, especially the first half. I thought we settled in defensively in the second half, but offensively we did not. And we're going to have to do better or we're going to be taking up stuff for long. And that ain't what I want, and that ain't what they want. But it's going to be, we got a make or break game this coming week. We put ourselves in that situation, and we got to fight out of the hole.
All right, well, so coming up against Meridian, last game of the regular season, win or go home. Win and you're in. And so how do you pick your team up to get them motivated to stay focused and understand, don't get too prideful, play the game, and let's win this and go win some playoff games.
That's right. I mean, you got as bad as it sounds, you got to flush things like this pretty quick. When you have another big game coming up like we do, you got to flush the way we just played. You got to find a way to regroup, bounce back, whatever you want to call it. We got to attack Monday. Like that's all we got, because that is all we got. I mean, we got to be ready to roll, and I'm not going to tell you it ain't going to be tough. I mean, they got a really good team. It's going to be really tough, but we have to find some maturity. We have to have some senior, even in junior leadership, really step up and just understand the significance of this week, understand the significance of the game we got to go play Thursday night, and just it's kind of coach talk, but how bad do you want it type thing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's kind of where we're at right now, so, it's going to be a big week for us. I'm excited to see how we respond Monday. I wish we could fast forward to that. I can't stand weekends where you're just unsure on things, and that's kind of where we're at right now. So, again, I am disappointed. I'm disappointed in a lot of things tonight. I thought we had a good week of practice, and just didn't perform for whatever reason, so we got to figure that out.
Well, Coach, I have no doubt that you'll have these guys ready come Thursday night against Meridian, and I look forward to getting that win and having a playoff game.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Coach. All right, guys. Yeah, like you said, he told them that he was disappointed in some effort. There were some good things, but there were some bad things too. And I know what he's talking about. There's got to be some guys step up and have some of this leadership. Juniors or seniors, somebody is going to have to step up and get these younger players in line and a couple of the older players and get their heads on straight.
All right, thank you, Roy. We will see you again next week.
Look forward to it, guys.
Hopefully. Well, I find it telling because he sees his players that offensively we looked intimidated. That they were scared, playing scared. They played like they were tentative. And, yes, it's going to be a completely different opponent in Meridian next week that they pretty much know, hey, we got to shut down one guy. But it was really disappointing just to see how, I don't want to say rolled over, but it was how we made it so difficult because I can't remember a game in which a Pirate offense only had around 100 yards.
Yeah, we finished tonight total yards 105 yards compared to 357 for Oak Grove.
And a defense like we have to give up 357.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It was a tough night here on the road. We did have our one region win in the Pine Belt here at Petal, but tonight was not to be, as a lot of really good athletes on the other side. I don't want to neglect that. We can't not give credit to Oak Grove, but at the same time, as Justin said, Coach Hunter not playing to the standard that Pearl Pirates are used to seeing and playing at, and so they'll have a one-day shortened week to try to get things cleaned up. Next week we'll go on the road again at Race Stadium, which has held some interesting memories for us. Also held some really big victories in years past, and so we'll see if we can slow down the rushing attack of Daniel Hill, who's a Division I commit, getting offers from all over the SEC. If you can slow him down next week, I like your chances of getting the victory, and should you get that, you will be into the playoffs.
Oh, I think they're playing right into the strength of our defense is stopping the rush of the football. I thoroughly expect us to beat Meridian next week. I really, really do. And then we just see how everything plays out in what potentially could be a three-way tie between us, Northwest Rankin, and Meridian.
That's right. Yeah, which will be really interesting to see how that sorts out. Last check, Petal was beating Northwest Rankin still by 2 touchdowns.
Anything can happen in high school football. Unfortunately for us, it did not tonight. Was not meant to be. Well, we're going to pack things up and head back to Pearl from the Pine Belt. Man, what great job by our camera folks tonight. We had Alex and Carol up on top for us. Down in the trailer, Austin, and, of course, our director, Frank Hutton. Excellent, excellent work down there, gentlemen. And Austin Boone, he's kind of like our utility man. He runs around. Dr. Einstein is what I like to call him. When the hair goes up, he's working hard. So for Roy Harper on the field, for Bryant May, I'm Greg Flynn. And remember, folks, no matter what, every day is a great day to be a Pirate.
Thank you for watching PMB Sports. The preceding broadcast is copyrighted by Pearl Municipal Broadcasting for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the written consent of Pearl High School or PMB is prohibited.